Check, check. All right, guys, let's do this. Good morning. Happy Monday. Get that stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Like, follow, and subscribe. You can also listen online. You can download the Rock 1061 app for free. Get us in your in-home smart speaker. And then there's the website. Check us out at rock1061.com. Now, Marshall, I got to ask. Friday, we went day drinking.
Yeah, we went day drinking, man.
Devilation Brewing Company.
Yeah, it was awesome.
I left you around 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
Give or take. I don't hear from you until 3 in the morning on Saturday.
Yeah.
Saying, hey, I fell asleep and I woke up and I'm basically sober. It's almost 3.
Yeah, day drinking's the best, dude.
What happened on Friday?
No, Friday was fine. I stayed at Devilation Brewing Company till like 3-ish o'clock.
Okay.
Then I went to the Draft Room in Berwick.
Okay.
And then I went and grabbed a couple more drinks.
Yeah.
Grabbed dinner.
Yeah.
And then I went home like a responsible adult. Then I decided to go over to my neighbor's house, drank a few more drinks, primarily straight up whiskey, and then I don't know what happened, but both my wife and I, we so successfully got drunk that we fell asleep on the couch and woke up at 3 a.m. And then when we both woke up at 3 a.m., we started laughing because we're both old people, and we're pretty sure we fell asleep somewhere around 9 p.m. on the dot. And like I was 6 hours in. I didn't take a nap on Friday,
right?
Which I usually do. Like I got so day drunk, slept it off. I felt great on Saturday. Like it was awesome. Day drinking is the best.
I'm jealous of this.
Yeah,
because I had to cut my day drinking short.
Vastly.
So I could pick up my kid, and I can get to Hilton Head for the Rbc Heritage wrap-up show.
Sounds like a man with some responsibilities, and unlike a man-child who has none.
I'm utterly jealous. I'm incredibly jealous of this story.
2:55 a.m. I woke up. Everything is on in my house. I did put my dogs away. Like I crate my dogs tonight. They somehow got put away, but I just woke up and I was like, ah! I'm cool. Nothing's on fire. All right, we survived.
I'm impressed you remember as much of that as you do.
I remember getting back to my house, and that's where it ended. I ate some macaroni and cheese and a burger, and that's all I needed.
Well, hopefully your weekend was as stellar as that.
Yeah.
I mean, was it downhill after that? I mean, did the rest of the weekend live up to that epic Friday?
I mean, you really can't top. Once you hit the top of the mountain, you can't go any higher, right?
That's true.
So I hit it there, and I just kind of I sat down and just slid my ass down right down the mountain until I hit, back here at this moment. So, yeah, it's kind of a bummer now that you say it.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. So is this a Friday tradition now, or is this just every now and then?
No, you can't. I'm
just asking.
You can't hit the peak every weekend. You sometimes got to look up and wonder what it's like up there, and then some days you reach it. So it feels good. All right, coming up on the show today, are you smarter than a community college dropout? Brought to you by Rotten Little Bastard Distillery. I got a pop quiz for you today, and it's about celebrity businesses. Interesting.
We'll see how you do on that. Big Money Monday goes down today.
Hell yes.
Someone could win a $50 gift card. We've also got the drunk line. We got multiple calls from one person trying to tell us some weird drunk story.
Okay.
And it ends up about as well as you can expect a drunk story to end up.
Okay.
So we're going to play multiple calls from one guy. Going to take your calls today. What are some of the best team names in sports? And, of course, got to get to about last night. Firefest just keeps giving, man.
Keeps being on fire.
There is a crazy marriage loophole this guy found, and we got to talk this Jake Paul fight. There are so many things to cover in this.
It's ridiculous.
We'll get to that next. Cotter and Marshall Show. Good morning. Pretty reckless, and so it went. Rock 106.1.
Yeah, the Jake Paul fight is is the gift that keeps on giving.
I mean, so many things to cover in this fight. I don't know if we can get to all of it. It could about last night could have just been about the Jake Paul fight.
Yeah, I wish I almost got to watch the entire fight for free.
I did.
Well,
I watched it on Twitter afterwards.
Yeah. Well, no. Well, yes.
I know.
But yeah, actually, someone on Reddit was streaming the fight. They streamed the introductions and just before the fight started, and then they killed the stream.
Yeah.
So that was kind of a bummer. I wasn't even trying to mean to watch the fight. Like Saturday, I would just happen to be in bed at like 12:30. I guess it'd be Sunday at that point.
Right.
And I caught that little piece of it. But I heard it was a train wreck.
Yeah.
I heard it was an absolute train. I heard they did like 4 musical performances in a row. I heard the fights were garbage, and I heard the main event was just pure and utter garbage.
Yeah. Well, that's just it. I mean, that's the downside. It's like, in theory, you're like, oh, this could be kind of cool with the celebrity stuff and with Snoop and all these people involved. But yeah, that's the other thing. I mean, these aren't boxers. I don't care how much Jake Paul has, dedicated his to the craft of boxing. He's still not a boxer, and even Ben Askren. I mean, he was a UFC guy, and he just got paid stupid money. I don't know. The whole thing was weird. So I don't know. I think they need more. And even the Tyson Jones thing though wasn't that great. I don't know. I don't know how they keep this going. Because after a while, people are going to be like, I'm not spending money on this again.
I wouldn't say that.
You don't think so?
People are.
I mean, if the matches themselves don't live up to it, you don't think after 2, 3, 4 of these, people are like, not worth the money?
And they showed up for this fight.
Well, yeah. Well, but it's still early on. I mean, it wasn't like the Tyson one was horrible. I was entertained by that.
The results of the Tyson fight were bullshit.
No, I agree with that. But that whole package in that night was slightly entertaining. Hey, Charles. Nothing like tasting last night's bourbon while on the treadmills. Ooh.
Sunday night bourbon?
Do it, man. Do it.
I did have a couple day beers yesterday, but I wasn't day drinking. I was doing some yard work.
Day beers, that's fine.
Yeah.
No, so this weekend, going to Hilton Head, having to leave around 4 o'clock really just kills the mood of the weekend. I mean, it just murdered it right away. So Friday night afterwards, I went to Hilton Head Brewing Company, had a couple beers there. Saturday night afterwards, I went to Southern Barrel, ate dinner, had a couple beers there, said hey to Hodge. And then on Sunday, we actually had a beer at the yacht club while we were waiting to set up the show. And then got home. I bought a 6-pack of beer at Southern Barrel, and I had that, and that was my weekend.
Oh,
yeah. Got to take my dog to the vet today. He's acting weird. He's been like
sick of your shit.
Maybe, I don't know. he was like congested for the past week. Yesterday, it's like he wouldn't eat a snack. He wouldn't eat anything. Just tired. He laid under the bed. He never lays under the bed.
Yeah, that's a sick dog right there.
Yeah, so I got to take him in today. A little worried.
Yeah, my dog's knee is all messed up. He still can't they think he has a torn cruciable ligament. But
yeah,
and then I ordered him a brace for it, and I ordered the wrong effing leg.
Oh, no.
So I had to reorder it.
Hey, Wanda. Hey, guys, we'll be right back. Good morning. Once again, get that stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe. About last night, story number 1, technically it could be all three stories.
Where do you want to start?
I don't know.
Where do we start?
So Jake Paul had a fight on Saturday night. He beat Ben Askren in the first round. I don't know. There's just so much to cover. Let's see. How about first, Dana White? Was there official bet made on this? Did Dana White owe anybody millions of dollars?
So Dana White said that Ben Askren was going to absolutely dominate Jake Paul. It didn't happen. Jake Paul won first round, TKO. Apparently he had a bet with Snoop Dogg, and Snoop Dogg on the air was saying Dana White owes me $2 million. Snoop Dogg was very excited. It was a very legitimate reaction where you think, oh, wow, they actually had a bet. Well, the UFC had a fight that night, and Dana White was asked at the press conference, hey, what's up with that bet? Yo, Snoop Dogg, $2 million. He's like, I don't know what he's talking about. He goes, the odds are way off. I would never bet that much with Snoop Dogg. So Dana White's saying he's either welching on the bet or he never actually made the bet with Snoop Dogg. And Snoop Dogg was just bringing up Dana's name for some clout in this weird new boxing league that Snoop Dogg's a part of.
Now, Dana White did make the comment that he'd throw up $1 million of his own money, on Ben Askren. But I don't think there was ever an official agreement. Jake Paul hopped on. It's like, oh, make it $2 million. Snoop Dogg hopped in. Make it $2 million. I don't think Dana White ever officially agreed to anything. So I don't think he's welching. But he did say he'd put $1 million on Ben Askren.
Yeah, he did. But we don't know anyone who actually took him up on that bet. But I mean, let's get to the most important point. Most important point. Excuse me. Ben Askren threw this fight.
Yeah,
it's not even close.
It didn't take long for social media to go nuts and bring up what, initially like, oh, is it a theory? But no, I don't think it is. I mean, it was one shot that took him down a minute and a half in. And now it looked like a legit shot. It didn't look like a pulled punch.
Right.
But he popped right back up. And then he's like, stumble this way. And the ref calls it. There's video of him taking a beating in a UFC match that multiple shots, all of them way harder than the one Paul hit him with.
Yeah, and here's the thing. Did you see the weigh-in photos?
No.
So Jake Paul and Ben Askren, they had their official weigh-in on Friday. Ben Askren looked like us.
Yes. Oh, no, yeah. He's a little out of shape.
He looked like a bag of milk. I think was what someone called him on the sportscast from Saturday night. He looked horrific. He didn't look like a guy who was trying to go out there and participate in an athletic event, one of a pay-per-view caliber. I mean, he looked terrible. He knew he was going to take a dive. He knew he was getting paid his $4 or $5 million, probably more than the UFC would ever pay him.
Yeah.
And then this happened. This fight was thrown. It should be investigated. This is nonsense. I mean, Ben Askren on the way back from the ring was like smiling and joking with his wife afterwards. For a dude who just got his butt beat, knocked out, probably we shouldn't be so exactly, excited and happy about getting knocked the F out.
Not by Jake Paul. But no, that was the video of him walking with his wife was the look of a man who just cashed a fat check. It wasn't the look of a man who just got his ass beat. And Jake Paul, I mean, to lead into this theory to where I do think it was a thrown fight, Paul needed this. He needed a win over a fighter and not over, some other random YouTube star or somebody who's not a fighter. So he needed this win. Askren just got a payday. So yeah, this is shady as hell. Oh, man.
It's just bad. And then what's awesome is Jake Paul was just he cried. The moment he knocked him out and he got the win, he started crying. He said he was very emotional and in disbelief. Then he started screaming, I told y'all I would do it the first round. I told you I was a real fighter. He still hasn't fought a boxer yet. He still hasn't fought a dude who actually boxes. He fought a UFC dropout and then two other guys who have no reason to ever show up in a ring. He's excited about 3-0.
Does Jake Paul not know the fight was thrown? Maybe he wasn't in on that, and he legitimately thinks he beat this guy.
Yeah.
Because he can't be that good of an actor.
It's like your rich parents trying to get you into college, and make you feel like you got in legitimately,
Now, the third thing, there were other fighters after the fact saying they would fight Jake Paul. And I'm not a boxing guy or fighting guy, so not all these names are familiar to me. But you had BJ Penn. There was Chris Laban, Dylan Dennis, and Phil Benari.
Those are all UFC guys.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, they may do better, but they're all very long in the tooth. Dylan Dennis is a good friend of Conor McGregor's.
Okay.
And that's one guy Jake Paul was messing with online. But Yeah, the rest of those guys, Chris Laban and BJ Penn, those dudes are long in the tooth. Those guys are near 40. They're just looking for a payday. I mean, we need an actual real boxer in there that's actually Jake Paul's weight class to actually mean anything. And he would get destroyed in a real boxing match.
Will he ever get to the point where he fights an actual boxer?
He will, and it's going to be embarrassing for him. Just embarrassing.
All right, coming up next, we got a story about a guy who found a major loophole in a law in Taiwan when it comes to getting married and work. Details up next. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
Charles goes, I saw the highlights or lowlights. It looked like melted ice cream.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of that, we got attacked by the bots there, man. 1,
Already?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 straight messages of, do we want to become famous? Always no. Always not that way. We should have gotten Gibby to confirm the verbal agreement. Yeah, for that bet. A $2 million bet. Oof.
Yeah.
Good golly. How much time we got?
6-7 minutes.
I'm going to go take some drugs real quick.
Okay. You do that.
I'm a little stuffy.
All right, guys. Good morning. Happy Friday. God, I wish. Happy Monday. Hopefully, you guys had a good weekend. Mine wasn't too bad. Marshall, obviously had an epic drunk Friday. So I'm sleeping on Saturday, and I get a text from Marshall at 3 a.m, which wakes me up. I'm like, God dang it. So I fall back asleep. 3 hours later, my boss texts me at 6 a.m. I'm like, dude, come on, let somebody sleep. Don't text somebody at 3 and 6 a.m, guys. Just throwing it out there. So coming up on the show today, more about last night. Going to talk a little bit of the RBC Heritage. Good for Stuart Sink. Just kind of an uneventful tournament. He basically led from round 1 until the end. Nothing really close or interesting necessarily went down. Calls, comments, and text today's what is the best, some of the best sports team names, as the Washington football team released a laundry list of options for potentially a new name for that team. All right, now that you're back, I'm going to go get my coffee.
It's the important things we do in the morning. Okay. Went and took a hit of the Flonase. Felt a little stuffy. Thanks for hanging around with us this morning. Oh, man. Charles, you'll appreciate this. I actually installed kind of a new home gym thing. I just put in like resistance bands and stuff. Said, you're a big workout guy. And man, I worked out both Saturday and Sunday, and it felt great. It's been a long time since I did any sort of lifting or anything. It felt good. Bringing the guns back, no big deal. Knock on wood, everything seems to be working. The engineer must have worked overtime this weekend. He did, just not on our stuff. I think the thing was Tim didn't touch anything, and maybe that's actually the reason why everything is working as well as it is right now. Don't jinx us, bro. Very exciting news. Nothing like it. So actually, it hasn't hit yet. I did work out last week, and I got sore a couple days afterwards. But yeah, just I'm gonna feel it soon for sure. I was just saying, Cotter, for a man who got as drunk as I did on Friday night, I worked out both Friday and Saturday. Feel great.
Nice.
Yeah. Also changed up the graphics this morning. Don't know if you guys checked that out or not, but I just
I like it.
Usually have like a pure red screen, changed it up to like this bluish pink thing. Got some variants over the weekend, so I'm just changing it up. I may change it up every day. We got enough of them.
I like it.
I wanted to join you on Friday and drink my lunch, but work blew up and I didn't get finished till 5. Damn
sorry,
it.
man. We'll do it again. It's okay. Hey, Jeremy.
Well, hopefully we have a busy little weekend. We got hopefully going to be judging the King of the Hog barbecue competition over at Savannah Harley-Davidson.
Still no confirmation of that, right?
I haven't got anything from Scott. Let me follow up with him. It's what I heard. It sounded like a done deal.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Yeah, I'll be there. I'm getting my second shot that morning. I think I should be fine.
You got 12 hours, man.
Okay, perfect.
Nothing hit me for 12 hours. You're doing Pfizer, right?
No, Moderna.
Whatever. Yeah, same thing. You'll be fine.
Good news. My oldest, who's back home because school is done after spring break, like in-person school's done, has already applied for 3 jobs without me having to harp on him. I am so impressed, happy, and thrilled. Got about 2.5 minutes.
Sorry, I'm just following up with Scott for the King of the Hog barbecue competition. This is coming Saturday. We'll talk more about that later on in the show. I think we're talking about it. When the fuck are we talking about? Oh, at like 9:10. That is far away.
Yeah.
Okay. And just one more email. I'm so sick of sneezing already this morning. Yeah, I think the pollen is extra high because I came in only breathing out of one nostril, and now like I'm starting to get gunked up, which is kind of an issue because I'm on the air for another 3.5 hours.
Yeah, I'm gonna after get off the air. Got to finish scheduling music. Got a meeting today at 11, and I'm bouncing after that.
Oh yeah,
yes.
Don't have to pick up the kid. Don't have to do any of that.
I got to take the dog to the vet at 2:30.
Oof.
So I got to head home. I don't think I'll nap prior. Well, maybe. I don't know.
I don't think you will.
And then I got to head back in. We go to the vet over by 2 Tide, so I got to come all the way back into town. So.
Oh, okay.
Like I said, not acting himself. Don't like it. Don't like it at all. Just checking in on him.
It's just allergies. They're going to give him a shot.
Okay.
They'll give him a shot. It'll cost you like $70, $80.
Yeah.
And then they're going to make you come in like a couple days afterwards. And they'll probably give you some pills or some shit.
So so he had allergies last year, and they basically just said they listed 3 over the counter, like we give him Benadryl, and they're just like, here's what you can give him, here's how much you give him.
My dog had allergies where he got like hot spots on his face, and they and like Benadryl didn't do anything for him.
Oh,
like,
really?
We pop a Benadryl and it like wouldn't barely help at all. So there's like this shot, and I think it's like $80, but it was like once a month for 3 months straight. I gave him the shot, and then he's been fine ever since.
Okay.
Yeah, and like we're even in the pollen season, and like all the weeds and stuff are growing out. He's walking all over him, and he hasn't had any of that issue. Like he's not licking his paws like he used to. So
okay.
I don't think he's cured, but
right.
I mean, it's been pretty long lasting. So
yeah, I just checked in. The wife said he ate most of his food. Really wants to play. Good. All right, we'll be right back. Be sure to get that stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. We got the second story for about last night. So there's an interesting law in Taiwan. Basically, if you get married, your place of business must give you 8 days paid vacation.
It's pretty awesome
to celebrate. I think that's fantastic.
Yeah.
I wish we got that here. Well, a dude discovered there's a loophole to this. So he gets married, takes his 8 days off, Then he divorces the woman, gets married again, gets 8 more days off.
So he just like back to back to back. He essentially just got 4 championship rings of being off.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah, he ended up taking 32 out of 37 days off thanks to his 4 marriages, all to the same woman.
Oh, so he was taking 8 days off, going back to work for 1 day.
Yeah.
Divorcing, remarrying, and then taking another. That's awesome. Good for this guy.
The bank where he worked kind of caught on. Weren't real happy with it. So they basically wanted to get all of his money back, or make him pay for the time he took off.
Sure.
He filed a complaint with the labor board, and the labor board took his side, as well as an appeals board. They said they both said even though what he did was unethical, it was legal. The guy just found one hell of a loophole, took advantage of it. He's even getting the bank to pay him $700 because they got fined by the labor board.
Good for this guy. I mean, not many times you hear the little man winning over the big corporate entity, but it's always nice to hear that it's still possible.
Yeah, and there are other fellow employees in Taiwan are now looking at this guy as kind of like a hero because of being able to pull this off.
Yeah, it's like hearing that Chad Kroeger hero song like I did over the weekend. I'm like, oh yeah, this guy. It's not him.
We got one more story to go in about last night. Hopefully this will be the end of Fyre Fest. I don't think so. I don't think it'll ever go away.
It'll go on until we get a sequel.
But we've got an update coming up next. Black Keys Low High, Rock 106.1.
Juana, you caught some of the music yesterday and loved it. Oh, you're talking about the anniversary weekends that we're doing. The 2002, yeah.
It's funny you bring that up. I heard your break when you talked about that. I forgot this song existed.
Yeah. More importantly, kudos to me for doing my work on Saturday.
After your Friday, I'm impressed.
Yeah. And I actually I voiced all of that on Saturday.
Nice.
Yeah, so good kudos to me. So the 7 o'clock, I'm worried about filling 3 breaks on.
Yeah, that's fine. I would say the first break is just literally the story, running down the team names. We don't even have to say any of ours because it is so. I mean that list is so stupid.
Sure,
stupid long. And then the second break, I've got a list of some of my favorites. We can run down some of ours. We can see what kind of messages or any kind of comments we get. We can go for calls for that third break. If we get them, we'll play them. If not, we can do something else.
Let's use that question that I sent you yesterday as our call in for tomorrow.
We just did that though. When we talked about The Rock and talked about celebrities with politics. I mean, it just kind of just did that.
Not talking about that one. Talking about the text message I sent you yesterday.
The text message. Oh,
and you replied to it and you said yes, absolutely.
Oh, that one. Okay, yeah. I thought you meant the one they sent last night. Yeah, that's fine. The one that was cool.
Yeah, the Matthew McConaughey story. I mean, you can use that for like a later.
Yeah. No, the text message one's good.
Well, I gotta check my weather app. How bad's the air quality outside? Oh, it says it's good. According to Breezometer. Is that a thing? Who would have thought? All right, guys, like Cotter said earlier, we're going to talk about some Fyre Fest, jump into what happened over the RBC Heritage. Cotter was there every day. Sick brag, bro.
I wasn't actually at the Heritage. I didn't make it that far onto the island. I was at the yacht, a yacht club. I don't know.
The yacht?
A yacht club. I think there are several over there.
Did you get to hang out with Monty Jet every day?
I did not see Monty at all. He never comes to the wrap-up show.
Huh. That's a shame.
All right, be right back. Good morning. Happy Monday. Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. That's where you can get the live stream of the show. We got one more story to go in about last night. Fyre Fest will never go away. And it's hard to believe that coming up here in 2 weeks, celebrating the 4th anniversary of Fyre Fest.
Happy birthday, Fyre Fest. Happy birthday.
So basically 4 years ago, Ja Rule, this dude named Billy McFarland, who scammed $26 million from people, ended up in jail. They attempted to put on, or did they even attempt? I don't know. They talked about putting on a high-end music festival in the Bahamas, attracted all kinds of social media influencers from around the globe, but nothing went according to plan. I think everybody remembers that infamous sandwich tweet that kicked off the barrage of hell of Fyre Fest.
Yeah, and you knew something was going down because Blink-182, which was one of the headliners of Fyre Festival, they pulled out about a week prior to the show, pretty much saying that it looks a little sketchy, and they weren't comfortable with anything that was going on in regards to it. Well, they finally got some things settled with the, what is it, the couple hundred people who were a part of a class action lawsuit. And the biggest thing is each one of those people are now going to get a check for $7,220. I don't think that's enough.
But, I mean, it should be more than they spent on it. I mean, in theory, they should make more money out of the deal. I mean, it's not going to be a whole lot.
Right. But I mean, after you're probably paying for tickets and then you paid for whatever you paid for with the Fyre Festival. I mean, how much money are you really making? $2,000 maybe?
Maybe.
They spent about $5,000?
Maybe.
But your emotional pain and suffering is worth $2,000?
Oh, I mean, they're social. No offense, if you're a social media influencer, but they're social media influencers. It's fine. No, they don't work.
We're not talking about those people. We're talking about the little people who are who took pictures of the cheese sandwich they were offered as food. I mean, that's the people we're talking about. The social media influencers, they have jets and stuff. I mean, they were staying up. They had palatial plazas and stuff to stay in. These people got nothing. They were supposed to stay at hotels, or they were supposed to have those Airbnb houses or those little tent domes.
They had the tents on the beach that looked like just it's like something you'd buy. It's like the tent you buy your 5-year-old kid.
Yeah, and
that's what it looked like.
And those things blew away.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, even if you took into the flights and the tickets and the emotional stress, I don't really think they're making a whole bunch of money from this lawsuit payout that just came out.
Now, I think somebody needs to buy the rights to the name. I'm assuming somebody still owns it. And somebody needs to redo this and actually do it up big. Or you make it a weird adventure-style weekend, and you lean into the cluster that the first one was, and you kind of make the second one about being a disaster, and you have to relive the experience. And you know what? People would pay to do that.
Yeah, Fyre Fest, just making an escape room.
Right. That's just it, making it a big escape weekend. People would pay big money for it.
Well, did you see the part of the story like this? So NFTs, non-fungible tokens.
I don't know what they are, but sure.
They're like digital art that people can own and have the rights to from any sort of artist. Well, anyway, Ja Rule apparently offloaded one for $122,000 last month. How's that money not going to this fund to pay off everyone? I hope it is, but I'm guessing it's probably not.
Well, I mean, Billy McFarland's the dude that ended up in jail. How did Ja Rule miss out on this? Because he was involved. I mean, he was one of the organizers.
He was just he was more just a talking head investor as opposed to a dude who was actually scamming people out of millions. That's why he didn't wind up in jail.
Now, speaking of NFTs, the original picture of the sandwich that started everything, that's for sale now as an NFT. So somebody's going to make money off of that as well. Hopefully it's the person who took the picture.
You would hope so.
I mean, right? Is that how that works? I don't know.
I think you have to be the artist of the picture to actually get the funds for the NFT. Yeah.
So that's a plus. All right, there you go. About last night. Coming up next, I'm going to talk Rbc Heritage. Went down over the weekend at Sea Pines. We got all the details coming up. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
It's amazing that Fyre Fest is still a Fyre Fest. Who would have thought? Crazy shit.
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh, man. Come on, mouse. Work. There it is. Perfect. How's everyone's weekend? I forgot to ask. How'd you guys fare out? Charles, Wanda, Jeremy, you guys still sticking around? What'd you guys do this weekend? Survive? We didn't have a good as weekend as Stuart Sink.
Dude made some money.
Does he go by Stuart or is it just Stu?
I've always just heard Stuart, but I don't know. Maybe friends call him Stu. I'm gonna get my coffee.
Clean and went to Hilton Head. Ooh. Even with RBC going on, you still went to Hilton Head? Go to the beach or something? Yeah, outside of my epic day drunk that I did on Friday, Saturday was easy. I just played video games most of the day. It's pretty chill day. I beat Demon Souls. Thank God.
I was actually going to play. I was going to restart Red Dead 2, and I haven't played or even turned on my PS4 in months. The controller was completely dead, so I had to recharge it, and then I forgot. So I didn't get to play it all.
All right.
It's charged now, ready to go.
Good. Wasn't band went to Tanger because the wildlife refuge was closed. Kids wanted to see the alligators. Okay. Grocery shop Friday evening, worked out both days, worked at the farm Saturday, worked at our house Sunday, food prepped, and drank Jim Beam. Ooh-wee.
It's a weekend.
It's a lot of work, Charles. God damn, man. You got to hire someone to do all that shit for you. And finally got some D. Wow. Congratulations, Wanda.
Very happy for you, Wanda.
We live life on the edge. You sure do, Charles. Yeah, Saturday was very chill. I watched Nobody with
is it good?
Bob Odenkirk. Yeah, pretty solid.
Nice.
New Nobody film with Bob Odenkirk. The dude who plays Better Call Saul, Saul Goodman from Breaking Bad. He had a good new movie come out over the weekend, which is pretty cool. Mortal Kombat comes out this Friday. I'm pretty excited about that. There's also a new horror film called In the Earth, which has it's just kind of like got announced a few weeks back.
Okay,
kind of a lower budget horror film, but it's getting great buzz around it. So if you love horror films, In the Earth comes out this coming Friday as well.
Are you up to date on Falcon and Winter Soldier?
Yeah, I watched it. I watched it last night.
I haven't watched the last like 2 or 3.
Had a good weekend. Just did a little cleaning. I washed the cars, walked around the flea market and mall, then fishing Sunday morning on Tybee. Nice. Sounds like a nice
Catch anything?
weekend. Now my list. Now my list from Wednesday was completed. Nice. Well, you got another one Wednesday, so get ready. The house of the farm. Okay. Interviewed the hired a lawn service, cut the 10 acres around the house. Damn, man. Yeah, Nobody was honestly, it was a fun film. It really was. It was. I mean, like it wasn't like this big bloated Hollywood film either. I mean, it got to the point. It was like 90 minutes,
an
hour and a half on the dot. Like it crushed. It crushed the whole time. Jeremy said he caught a couple whiting. I don't know. I'm not a fish guy.
Is that awesome, man? I don't.
Is that a fish? Is that what fish are? Hold on. As always, this is the portion of the show where Marshall Googles something. Yeah, whiting. The fish originally known by the name whiting in English is Marangus in the family Gadidae. Inhabits the eastern Atlantic Ocean and the Mediterranean Ocean, as well as the northern sea on the east coast of Britain.
There you go. Learning stuff.
David Kemp, second vaccine kicked ass. I spent most of the weekend on the couch. Yeah, man. That's weird. I think some people it hits real hard. Other people like lightly touches, and some people just feel nothing at all.
Yep, I get my second one on Saturday. We'll see how it goes.
David, for you on that second vaccine, how quickly did it kick in for you? Because I had the second vaccine and I didn't feel anything. Although I did get very heavily drunk that day, but also I didn't feel any, I would say, sick effects from the vaccine. A lot of people said it takes 12 hours.
Yeah, my wife got the one shot. My oldest kid got the one shot, and they were both wiped out the next day. My kid for a couple days. Dana was just the one day.
Mm-hmm.
And then my youngest gets the second shot. She's getting the Pfizer. She gets that Tuesday.
Wanda says her arm was just sore on the first one. Yeah.
Yeah, my arm sucked. It hurt so bad on that first one.
I'm worried with the second from everyone talking about it. I'd still be worried about it. I mean, there's an opportunity you're going to feel like flu-like symptoms for 24 hours.
Yeah.
But once again, it didn't hit me it didn't hit my wife until about 12 hours later. So,
dude, if it knocks me out for a day and I get to sleep, I'd be okay with that.
Dave says, I got a Friday afternoon. Saturday, I was worn out. Had a nap around 6 p.m. Didn't wake up till 10. That was Pfizer. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, you'll be fine. And perfect. And that's why it's all been scheduled for Thursday, so hubby could deal with everyone on Friday. Nice.
Good call. Good call.
Well, guys, thanks for hanging with us on this very chill Monday, as I like to call it. 90 seconds, we're back on the air. Going to talk about Rbc Heritage. Obviously, RBC, kind of a big deal, although not our only PGA event that happens in the area now.
Yeah, there's a tournament in Canada that got canceled, so they're moving a second tournament to the Ridgeland area. That comes up in June.
They should just leave that. They should just leave that in Ridgeland.
Not that they're going to leave it there, but Tom and Daniel, who host the wrap-up show on Rewind, said the course they're playing at's phenomenal. They said it's just a beautiful course. So, maybe it's a test run. Maybe they get an event eventually.
Allie, holy shit, you're back. Where the hell have you been? Outside of New York. I was talking to Chris. I heard you were in New York for a minute.
Hello, Allie. All right, got about 35 seconds. Quick update on the Rbc Heritage.
Speaking of beer, I got a good collection of beer going on right now.
Nice.
I actually bought some more beer. The beer I sent you a picture of yesterday, I wound up buying a six-pack.
That was really cool. Yeah, that was neat. All right, guys, be right back. Good morning. Be sure to listen to the show. You can download the Rock 1061 app for free. You can get us on your in-home smart speaker. Also the website, rock1061.com. The 53rd Rbc Heritage went down over the weekend. Now, last year, because of the pandemic, they pushed it to June. So it was less than a year ago. There was no spectators allowed on the course at Sea Pines. This year, it was a minimal crowd. I think 20% capacity is what they're shooting for. Nice to have people back out on the course. And I never thought I'd say it. Rbc Heritage is one of my favorite events. Never a big golf guy. You always kind of assume golf is just boring, and you can watch it on TV, and you're like, all right, fine, that's cool. But you go to an event like the Rbc Heritage, and you're like, almost like everything else in life, it's just an excuse to drink.
Yeah, it's a very, very good excuse for people to drink. But, man, it is fun to not only be there, but honestly just to have it so close to where we all live and play on a daily basis. It's always very cool. Now, yesterday, Stuart Sink won. He crushed the tournament the entire time. He absolutely crushed it. Now, second time? Third time?
Third time to win.
Third time he's won this.
Yeah.
He has 3 plaid jackets. This dude has an all-time bad golfer tan. We talked about it this morning when I got in. There's pictures of Stuart Sink who, after he won, he took his ball cap off and he hugged his son, who was his caddy.
Yeah.
They both have all-time bad golf tans. I'm talking like the tan that goes from like the eyebrows to the middle of the back of the head. I mean, it was like looking at a color palette on opposite ends of it. I mean, it's just one of those all-time bad tans. But you know what? I think he'll get over it because he's got a few extra dollars in his pocket, like $1.2 million.
Yeah, he had a great tournament. It was, I mean, and I'm not, I love going to the RBC Heritage. Can't say I'm a big golf fan. So if you're into golf, maybe this was just really fun and exciting to watch.
Yep.
Me, I want that final round to be close. I want it to come down to the 18th hole where it's like, make or break on one shot.
And we've gotten a lot of those over the years.
We have. This year, not so much. Stuart Sink basically led from round number 1 to the end when he won. He shot 63 in round 1 and 2. So after the first 2 rounds, dude was 16 under, shot a 69, sweet. Round number 3, dude was 18 under, and then he was 1 under for yesterday. So the end of the tournament.
Did he get blasted on Saturday night and only shot 1 under?
He didn't have to try. I mean, going into that final round, he was 5 strokes ahead of anybody. So, I mean, all he had to do was not screw it up. I mean, it was his tournament to win or lose at that point in time.
Right.
And you had a couple people make runs. Was it Maverick McNeely, which is a great name.
Great name.
He started the front 9 on the final round, 5 under. And it's like, oh, he's going to make a run at this. And then he bogeyed 2 holes in a row on the second, on the back 9, and was out of it. But yeah, Stuart Sink didn't have to be 500 for that last day. So he played it very safe, but he played it very smart and he won the tournament.
Yeah, and it's been 21 years since his last victory, too. So, I mean, kudos to this fella.
Yeah, so he's 47 years old. So yeah, it's been 20 plus years since winning the Heritage. He has won another tournament on the tour this year. He is just the 4th player over the age of 47 to win 2 tournaments in 1 season.
So this guy gives you hope for a gentleman who's long in the tooth like yourself that you could still succeed in your career.
It could happen.
Probably not.
No, but it could. So congratulations to Stuart Sink, now a 3-time winner of the RBC Heritage. All right, coming up top of the hour, the Washington football team released a laundry list of potential team names.
Right.
It's, stupid long, ridiculously long. Mm-hmm. So we're going to talk about that and take your calls, comments, and text at 800-394-1061. What are some of the best team names in sports? Pro, amateur, minor league, major league, it doesn't matter. Just want your calls, comments, and text, 800-394-1061. What are some of the best team names in sports? We'll talk about it after 7 o'clock. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061.
What year is it? How long? Good to see you. Yeah, in Rochester, New York for a week, then worked a ton when I got back. Look up garbage plate in Rochester. I almost never came back. What is garbage? Garbage plate? TPC Sawgrass is like a week-long Happy Gilmore. Yes, it is.
Yeah, dude, so a couple years, we actually rented the station, or our group of stations rented a house on the course, and we would just sleep there the week, and it was awesome. That was a blast because there's like a full bar, all kinds of stupid food that gets catered in, and you know what it's like to live the rich life out on a golf course for a week, and it's amazing.
Let's see. There is a landmark eatery celebrated for its garbage plate, a mashup of meat, fries, salads, and sauces. It's drunk food. They're just selling drunk food, and it looks outstanding, but that's what drunk people eat.
All right, now I'm going to get my coffee.
It just sounds like Allie was drunk for a week straight, which actually, honestly, thank you for being truthful to yourself. One drunk to another. Well, I'm glad you had a nice little week or 2 run there. All right, guys. So, yeah, top of the 7 o'clock hour, we'll talk about the best team names in sports. Then we'll also spin the, I don't know. It's so stupid. It's like a $18 bingo machine that we bought from Amazon. But we'll spin this, and someone will possibly win a $50 gift card, Visa gift card for Big Money Monday. So if you haven't already, text in 1-800-394-1061. Text in your first name and a number between 1 and 9. If we choose you, we'll roll for you, and then if your number shows up on the ball, then you win. Pretty easy. Saturday. I think I just played video games all day and then watched movies. And then yesterday, I actually adulted. Well, I started off the morning playing video games again. That's because my wife slept in. But I did adult yesterday. I went to Home Depot against my will. But I went to Home Depot yesterday, did some adulting, bought some mulch, some real legit stuff. So I looked up this garbage plate thing. It's at a restaurant. I think there's a couple restaurants that do it. But one is called Nick Tahoe's Hots. And then there's another place called The Spruce Eats. I feel like that's just a famous thing in Rochester. Is they just put a bunch of stuff on a plate and they tell you to fucking eat it. Good morning, Sandy, Mamacita. Welcome to the show. Went to Lucky Hare at the Finger Lakes. I could have brought back beer, but I drank most of it. Whoops. Come on. Chris showed me a picture of like you had a suitcase full of beer. You drank all of it? Failure. Also, when does Chris get back? I think he gets back, has it been 2 weeks yet? I think he said he was gone for 2 weeks. Or he just lied to me, so I didn't have to hang out for 2 weeks.
Good morning, Mamacita.
In that 11, are you just going over what's needed and what the potential cost is?
Yeah, I think that's basically what it is. Aaron says he's got somebody else potentially who could do it at a decent price, but it's not a guarantee.
Yeah, I think the 11, I mean, those guys are going to
I
for a bit.
I'm sure they will, but you know what you're getting, and
Gotcha.
you know it's going to be quality.
Oh, he's back Saturday. Excellent. Only for me to leave for Texas. We planned it this way. Oof.
Where are you going in Texas?
Okay. Perfect. So I wrote down a list of what I think are the best team names. I have six. I didn't want to go too deep.
Yeah, I went more than that, but I don't need to name all of them. I can whittle it down. I mean, because some of them are just like I ended up going.
I realized there's one that Fort Worth work no play. Oh, while you're there, pick up some beer. Bring it back for the beer meeting.
Work no play. That stinks. But enjoy. I don't think I've spent any time in Fort Worth. We went to Dallas and had lunch.
No. We did. I think we were actually
Fort Worth.
I think it was Fort Worth. Yeah. That's where the Cowboy Stadium is, right?
They're in Arlington.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Texas is just one big city to me.
It really is.
They should have just essentially just took Dallas and put it literally in the middle, so they could just call it the heart of Texas, and then everything could have just been around that.
Duh, always the plan.
Excellent.
Yes.
Yeah, but don't drink it all this time. Come on, man. I'm very excited on a very side personal note for our beer meeting in June.
Yeah.
Which is the Jacksonville beer meeting.
Right.
I already have 4 beers saved for it, although I'm not 100% sold on all of them. So I want to bring the good stuff.
Right. Now I've got some stuff we've been holding on to. So we got a few things.
Well, I got some stuff for you at the house too.
Okay.
I probably have like 3 or 4 different beers that I want to give you.
Okay. I'll take those.
I know you will. I know you will.
It's like, we were at the thing last night for the wrap-up show, and we had issues with the TV the night previous.
Morning, Bobo.
And the club's technically closed on Sunday, but they wanted the TV on to watch the finish of the tournament, which made sense because you're doing the wrap-up show. So the guy that was there, was busting his ass, on the phone with Hargray and doing all this stuff, trying to get it working. And finally, he's just like, "You guys want a beer?" And I'm like, "Yes, I do want a beer." It's like, we got this, IPA. I don't know what it was, but it was deliciously juicy.
Excellent.
Yes.
That's super juices. Hey, it was Bob's 35th birthday yesterday.
Shit. Happy birthday.
Old son of a bitch.
Yeah, so
old.
So fucking old.
That's right. Excellent. Party time. Okay. So 7 o'clock, we're pretty much set. Once again, for anyone new joining the stream right now, make sure you chime in with your first name and a number between 1 and 9 to our text line. The number, 1-800-394-1061. We are going to be rolling for Big Money Monday. It's a $50 Visa gift card. We understand how funny that sounds because big money, you're thinking, wow, $500, huh, guys? Nope, it's actually only $50, which is why it's hilarious. And we're going to give that away here in just a little bit. Look who showed up.
Who is it?
Tim the engineer.
Tim.
Tim the engineer just showed his face on the show. Actually, Tim, funny thing, Charles, who's a very not big fan of yours, actually this morning talked about how great everything sounded. Everything sounded great. He goes, Tim the engineer must have put in some overtime work on the stream this weekend because everything sounded so great. So just a heads up. Charles loves you. Let's see. Didn't know I shared my birthday with Bob 106.9. Well, I mean, Bob's turning 10 this year. When is Bob's birthday?
It was February when it went on. It was right. It was right around Valentine's Day.
Same for Rock. Rock did.
It was in February. I don't know when the date is.
21 years ago.
21 years ago, or 20 years ago. Yeah, I don't know. Wasn't here for that one. I was here for the Bob launch.
What are we going to do for the 21st anniversary of Rock 106.1?
I want to give away beer. I don't want to give away shit tons of beer.
What if we give away beer for life?
I'm okay with that.
A six-pack of beer every week for the rest of your life.
I bet, because I mean, just tying into the 21st birthday, we did a promotion. Were you here when we did Beer 30?
No. Okay,
so we did a Beer 30 promotion to where we gave away gift certificates to, because I can't give away actual beer. Right. Gave away gift certificates to a liquor store, and then the winner got $1,000. It was $500,000 gift card for the liquor store.
Yeah, I think it'd be kind of cool if like you were able to go to like one of the local breweries, and then like you got to go there once a week and pick up a 6-pack of beer for free for the rest of your life.
Yeah, I mean, or even if the rest of the life would be awesome. But I mean, if we did multiple where we did it free beer for a year, and you'd be like, this local brewery gets free beer for a year, then you can stretch it. I don't know. But I want to do something beer related to tie into the 21st.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of. Yeah, I have something to tell you off the air in regards to something beer related.
Ah,
I know, huh?
Okay. I'm intrigued.
I know. You should be.
I'm intrigued.
Bob. Oh, Bob, you heard. Speaking of, Bob 106.9 turned 10 this past February. So we are celebrating 10 years of Bob 106.9, and they're doing a couple different things on the radio station. They're doing throwback songs from the past decade. And then they're doing a video series that you can watch called the Top 10 of the Last 10.
Yep.
Let's see. I plan to live a long time, so give me the free beer. There you go. I think free. I'm really high on giving away stuff for life right now because we're currently giving away free axe throwing for life.
Yeah.
Which you can learn more about. We're going to talk about it here in a little while, but you can learn more about it right now over at the Rock 106.1 Facebook page for your chance to participate in winning free axe throwing for life. But that's kind of my thing right now. I want to give away things for life because I'm high on the hog.
No, I mean, I think if we could get, I mean, if we can go to just go to the local breweries in town, because it'd be awesome if we can, give away multiple, not like one person get free beer from each brewery for life. Spread the wealth a little bit. Some people get southbound, some people get service. That'd be fun.
What do you mean, like? You give away multiple of them?
Well, so it'd be like, all right, so and this is hypothetical. We have not talked to any of these breweries yet. Say we go to southbound and service and two ties. We're all like, hey, we want to give away a 6-pack of beer for life. 1 6-pack a week for life.
Yeah.
To a winner. And they're like, cool, they're all in. Instead of one winner winning all of it, it's 5 winners. One person gets southbound, one person gets service, one person gets two tides.
Oh yeah, I wasn't even thinking like they go to multiple. Like they just get one.
That's what I'm saying. But we have 5 winners who all get free beer for life or something.
Yeah,
so
but
we spread the wealth a bit.
You're asking our beer community to actually Get in line.
Well, I mean, it shouldn't be too difficult. I don't know.
Beer for life would be awesome, wouldn't it, David? I don't know. This is future Cotter and Marshall problems.
Way future. That's next year.
Yeah. We talk about next week as us problems. Like that's big time future us problems. Phil goes, I had no idea how fun axe throwing was until I went yesterday. See?
Yeah,
dude, axe throwing is so, it's like the manliest shit you can do. Like you don't feel good about it at first because you suck. I mean, your axe isn't even connecting with the boards, but once you get into a little groove and drink a beer and you're like, this is actually fun. And then you're like, am I exercising? You are. Yeah, and you feel really good about it.
And you're hydrating with beer.
Yeah, or dehydrating.
Don't need to get specific. All right, we got about a minute.
Rhett, what up, man?
Hey, Rhett.
How was the weekend? I got day drunk on Friday. Cotter had to work most of the weekend with Rbc Heritage. Cotter's dog is kind of sick, but better.
Better this morning. That's good.
My dog's falling apart still. His knee is, do not draft my dog to your fantasy football team. Knee is still out.
Yeah.
We're getting him a brace, and then it looks like we're going to get him my wife, a sling bag to carry our dog in. Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, we thought about getting like the baby Bjorn doggy thing,
yeah,
but she didn't like that. So it's like a sling bag you stick our dog in.
He's all snuggled and comfy.
Yeah.
I like
at this point, he's on his last days. We know this, and we're just gonna carry him around everywhere.
That's cool.
I may even bring him into work one day.
You should. All right, guys, got about 15. Be right back. Be sure to get that live stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Like, follow, and subscribe while you're there. All right, this morning, taking your calls, comments, and text, 800-394-1061. What are some of the best team names in sports? Pro, amateur, minor league, major league, doesn't matter. What are some of the best team names in sports? So we'll get to your calls, comments, and text. But all this stems from the Washington football team is still searching for a permanent name. And local reporters and season ticket holders have said the team is sending out surveys asking fans to weigh in on potential names. And this is a massive list they're sending out trying to get some feedback on.
I think there's, 30 to 40 names on this list?
Yeah. Some of them I like. Some of them, I don't know what the hell they're thinking.
One of them is the Admirals, and I hate that one. I don't know why. I hate the Washington Admirals name.
What are the Washington Swifts? What's a Swift? Taylor Swift? Is she your mascot?
It's just Taylor Swift. I mean, honestly, as a PR move, it's genius.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. The Washington Wild Hogs. All I can think of is the bad movie with John Travolta and Tim Allen.
Yeah. I do. My two favorite names on the list, still to this day, I still love the Washington Red Wolves.
I think that's great.
And I love the Washington Warriors.
Okay.
Because they could do the Warriors come out to play. Like, I love that. Like, those are my two favorite team names. If you can't have those, leave it the football team. Like,
you think so?
I kind of like it. After a year, like looking at it, I'm like, I'm okay with this.
Now, I don't mind a take on. There's several of them that are similar to just the Washington football team. There's the First City Football Club, which I don't mind. I think that one's kind of cool.
Yeah.
There's the DC Football Club, which I think is kind of cool. I mean, that to me sounds like a soccer type name from the UK.
Yeah, but it's football.
Well, yeah.
I don't need that. Keep your soccer stuff away from my football. I'm American, damn it.
All right, so some of the other options, and this is just alphabetical. I guess it's not really alphabetical order. It's just all over the place. Aces, don't like.
No.
Archers, don't like.
No.
Beacons?
What?
The Beacons?
What?
How about the Washington Belters? What's that?
No, they're just. I feel like there's like three names that are real in there, and the rest of them are just like made up.
Now there's the Washington Defenders, which I kind of like. I think that's kind of
okay.
Cool. Yeah,
that one's okay. That makes the list.
The Washington Rising?
No, pass.
Commanders?
Makes me just think of boners. Commanders? No, I don't like that either, man. Nah.
What are the Washington Rubies? Really?
I don't know.
I mean, that just, why? Is there like a stash of rubies in Washington we don't know about? I like the Washington Renegades.
It's okay.
That's kind of cool.
Warriors is better.
I like Warriors. Aviators. The Wayfarers?
No.
It sounds like something I'm ordering off a line.
Yeah,
it's not good.
I feel like the Redskins, or the team formerly known as the Redskins, just went to like some thesaurus thing and then just like looked it up online. And they just found a bunch of names like this.
So this is a list of names or potential names that the owners of the Washington football team have sent out to season ticket holders. Reporters have seen some of it. What about the Washington Demon Cats? That's kind of cool.
I don't know.
Is it too close to Democrats?
Oh, man, I even think about that. Yeah, definitely out then.
I don't know. I kind of like it. The Washington Icons. I don't know, man. It's just a crazy list of names. They're throwing everything at the wall to see what sticks.
Okay, give me the Red Wolves, because once again,
I like Red Wolves.
They could go black out in the stadium, give everyone like glow up red sunglasses, and they can see all these red eyes in the crowd, which would be incredible.
Yes,
it looks so good. Give me Monday Night Football, and you see everyone's howling. You see the red eyes. I'm in. Or the Warriors. I think people could like paint their face like the Warriors movie.
Yeah.
And then they could have the guys that were in that film, whoever are still alive, they could have them come back in and like do some stuff. That'd be pretty cool. Give me those two names. I think they're the best.
All right. So what are some of your favorite team names in sports? We're not looking for names off this list. Just actual teams that have really creative or just fun names. What are some of the best team names in sports? Pro, college, major league, minor league, amateur, it does not matter. Call, comment, and text right now, 800-394-1061. We'll talk about that next. What are some of the best team names in sports? Here's Seether, Bruised and Bloodied, Rock 1061.
Bob actually has a good point. I go, can they use the Warriors with the Golden State being Warriors? I don't know. Or maybe does it really matter? I mean, there's other sports teams called Warriors.
Yeah, that's a good question.
So I wonder if just because if it's not in the same style of sport, I don't know.
It could just be confusing.
I love Allie's suggestion. How about the watching Nicolas Cage's from when he stole the Declaration of Independence? Tim, Washington football, McFootball face. Nailed it. Jeremy goes, the Warriors or the Renegades, I think, are the best. Yeah.
Somebody texted in, keep the Redskins, but change the logo to an apple.
I get it. Let's see. What better? Washington football McSports. Always thought the Razorbacks was a cool name. Yeah, Arkansas Razorbacks. I knew they could use it, but it might be weird copying another pro team. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
That's why I think the Red Wolves idea is ingenious. You sell those red sunglasses for $15, $20 a pop, everyone would buy them.
Yeah, I mean, and that was a team name that was floated out early on. And I mean, everybody seemed to dig that one. From the get-go, that was when everybody kind of got behind. Rudy on the road says, the Bears, best team name ever.
Great team name, terrible team to be a fan of. I agree. I've got some teams. I think the majority of them are just baseball teams. I think baseball does such a great job with, especially the minor league.
I was going to say, yeah, you delve into the minor league, that's where you get into some great team names.
Tim Sims, the Aces, or when I was a kid anyway, is a minor league hockey team in Alaska. They're actually the name of the WNBA team in Las Vegas as well.
Okay.
And like once I throw out the idea of like turning the lights off and doing the red eyes and stuff and everyone howling, like that shit sounds awesome. Charles goes, Washington Sentinels, Shane Falco quarterback. What's Keanu Reeves up to? I haven't heard from him in a minute. There is one minor league baseball team that I was at when I was doing some research yesterday in regards to the best sports team names. I decided I'm going to buy some of their stuff.
Really?
Yeah. It's so good that I actually have to own some merch.
Okay. Okay. All right, guys, be right back. We're taking your calls, comments, and texts today. 800-394-1061. What are some of the best team names in sports? Pro, college, minor league, major league, it does not matter. And all this comes from the Washington football team sending out, they're sending out surveys to season ticket holders about possible names for next season instead of going with the Washington football team. Now, according to team's president, anything is on the table at this point in time, except for most likely Redskins. But the Washington football team is still an option just to stick with that. But yeah, they had this list of like 36 different names. I think we like maybe 2 or 3 of them, and some of them are just utter garbage. But there are all kinds of team names in sports that really stand out. And I mean, my new favorite one right now, obviously, is the Seattle Kraken.
Yeah, I mean, Seattle Kraken, NHL franchise that's beginning, I think, this fall.
Yeah.
They're going to be so much fun to watch. And there's so many great ideas where they could mess with people. I mean, throwing stuff on the ice. Like back in the days, throw octopuses on the ice. Probably can't do that anymore. But, I mean, there's so much stuff they could do, especially with that name. Great name.
So what do you think makes a good name? I mean, what do you need to have a good name? I mean,
it can't be standard. It can't be something like the Eagles or the Bears, or it can't be like a standard animal. It needs to be something that has some panache to it.
Right.
It needs to just explode off the page when you read it. We're like, wow, that is fun.
Now, there are a few names in like the NFL that I still like. I mean, they suck, but the Minnesota Vikings. I think Vikings as a football name just makes sense.
I mean, they're in my division as a Bears fan, so I kind of hate that name. It's kind of garbage.
But there's other things, like in the Canadian Football League, the Toronto Argonauts. To me, that's a cool name.
And here's the thing. As someone who's very dumb, I'm a dumb guy, right? It's hard for me to say, and I don't like it.
And that's fair. And to be honest, I had to look up what it was.
Yeah.
Band of heroes.
Wait, what is it?
A band of heroes in Greek mythology.
That's the Argonauts?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't even like saying it because I feel like I'm saying it wrong. You know, that's why I'm dumb. Give me the Bears.
Now, for the most part, the best team names come from minor league sports.
They're amazing.
Because they can be more creative. They really have to, come up with something that's going to stand out, get people want to come to the games. There was one in the AHL, which is the American Hockey League. It was the Lake Erie Monsters, which with Erie and Monsters, I love that. Mm-hmm. They're now the Cleveland Monsters. I don't like it as much.
Nah.
Lake Erie Monsters is the way to go.
See, that's some corporate greed because they need to have a big name attached to their name. Yeah, it just kind of ruins it.
So you head into minor league baseball. What about the El Paso Chihuahuas? It's amazing.
See, I love that one.
That's so good.
That's not a typical sports team name, so that's why I love that.
The Binghamton Rumble Ponies. I don't know what a Rumble Pony is, but together it sounds awesome.
It sounds like a Pokemon, man. So I'm out of that. I'm out.
Rocket City Trash Pandas.
That was actually on my list, dude. The Rocket City Trash Pandas are one of those teams. It's a double-A baseball team based out of Madison, Alabama. That's the worst part. Sadly, it's in Alabama. They are amazing. Their merch is amazing. I'm going to buy some.
So some of the others, I mean, Savannah Bananas, I know it's weird, but I think that was part of the reason that team has caught on so much like it has. Roller Derby, though, is always got great names. Mm-hmm. And all right, so roller derby, traditionally women's roller derby. There is a men's division, but typically a female thing. Think about this: the taco kickers.
Taco kickers, you say? Where are they based out of?
I don't care.
I want to move there.
Taco kickers.
Or no, they actually don't.
But I'll be honest. I mean, I love the Savannah Derby Devils, but the B team, Hostess City Hellions, I think is an outstanding team name. You tie it into the Hostess City, the Hellions. It connects with the Devils. I love that name.
It's a nice one, but hold on. Let's jump over to men's college basketball because you don't hear this one a lot, and I think they're like a Division III team. The UC Santa Cruz Banana Slugs. They are an excellently named and logoed basketball team. I mean, I hope they sell so much merchandise, but the Banana Slugs, that's a name.
No, that's a good one because once again, it stands out. And if you're a lower division team or a lower division school, I mean, do something different like that. I mean, I think that's amazing.
Yeah, it's the best way to go. It definitely gets eyes on your product. Now, Sean goes, the Hillsboro Hops is a good one. I don't know where they're located at. And then Wanda brings up the Taco Kickers. Oh, my God. I love that name.
Right?
See, the names like that get eyes on your product and hopefully people buying your merchandise, because people buying merchandise could float your team for quite some time.
All right, call, comment, and text right now. 800-394-1061. What are some of the best team names in sports? Pros, minors, college, amateur. It doesn't matter. 800-394-1061. What are some of the best team names in sports? Taking your calls, comments, and text. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061.
If you want to continue on, I do have...
You've got a few more?
I've got 4 different ones I can bring up. Sandy goes, old Baltimore hockey team, the Baltimore Skipjacks.
Down in Cairo, Georgia, they are the Syrup Makers. Their mascot is a pitcher that runs up and down the field. That's awesome. So you've got that, and Arizona State University Sun Devils.
Let's see. I'm looking into the Taco Kickers. Everett, Washington.
I just love it. I mean, for a woman's team that is violent and your name is the Taco Kickers, that is amazing.
Their logo needs some help.
Does it not live up to it?
No. Yeah, the Taco Kickers logo kind of sucks, guys. Sorry to tell you that. Do we know if the Savannah Derby Devils are playing this year? The kiddos would probably dig watching that.
Not that I've heard yet. I hope so, man. I miss roller derby. I miss calling the game. Oh yeah, that logo's kind of boring. You could have so much more fun with that. But yeah, I don't know. I haven't heard if they're going to go or not. I hope so. I do miss it. So much fun.
Let's see. South Dakota School of Mines Hard Rockers. What? Is that real? Yeah, the Skipjacks, man. Skipjacks did not have a long life. They ended play in 1993 in the AHL. Solid name, though. Does Savannah have a name for our hockey team yet? No. I've heard rumors that possible a team name will get released in July of this year, with some merch coming out as well. And then I was actually just looking into the notes that my wife took during the team meeting. It looks like a coach won't even be hired until January. So we're still some time out, obviously, before we get any real news on the team. But hopefully, cross your fingers, we get at least a team name coming up this summer. And when that does happen, don't worry, we'll get Bob Arablo, team president, on to talk about the name, how it happened, why they chose it, all that fun stuff. Ooh, man. Trash Pandas. Oh, that's some good stuff. Yeah, I'm definitely buying a shirt. Does Savannah have team name? No. Cool. South Dakota. I got to look up this. Chris Bragg said South Dakota School of Mines Hard Rockers. What is this? The South Dakota Mines Hard Rockers football program represents the South Dakota School of Mines and Technology in college football. I've never heard of them, and they're a legit team.
What is it again? I'm sorry. It was.
They are. It looks like they are a football team, volleyball, men's track. It's the South Dakota Mines Hard Rockers football. Travolta was wearing a Banana Slugs T-shirt in Pulp Fiction at the ending.
Oh, he was.
Diner. Oh,
when they're getting hosed down after when they blow what's his face's brains out.
Yeah.
They throw him the clothes and he puts that on. You're right.
Yeah, Marv.
Yep.
In Everly, Iowa, my hometown, we were the cattle feeders until the late 80s when we consolidated, became the Mavericks with Yosemite Sam as our mascot. Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs used a slab of bacon for their logo for a while. How about this? I'll bring up these last 3 comments here with Travolta because I brought up the banana slugs.
Yeah.
I'll bring up what Rebecca said here. Thanks for chiming in, Rebecca.
We got the syrup in Cairo.
And then Sean also, thanks for hanging in here. I won't bring up the South Dakota thing, and then I'll bring up my list as well.
Oh, it is the Cairo Syrup Makers. It's a high school team.
Oh, okay.
Nice. Cairo, Georgia. And so you have a couple, you bring up those.
Yeah, I've got, I think they're all baseball teams.
That's fine.
Yeah, they're all baseball teams. And then the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs. That's a good logo.
The Iron Pigs?
Yeah, the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs. Woof. Jordan Beet Diggers, according to the school's alumni association, sugar beet farming was a major industry in the valley when Jordan High School was founded. The school's students were dubbed beet diggers because of the time they spent helping to harvest the sugar beets.
That is a pretty cool logo.
I feel like Dwight.
Yeah, right?
Dwight
he should be the mascot.
No, yeah, Dwight should be the mascot and team coach. Like, whatever the coach, he should have to dress up as Dwight every game. From The Office. Bragg, Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp, AA minor league club. Actually, they're AAA. They're AAA now.
Jumbo Shrimp is a great name.
Mm-hmm.
What were they before that?
They were the Jacksonville Suns.
Yeah, no, that sucks.
Yeah.
It's like Peoria Rivermen was the hockey team. Are they still there?
To my knowledge, yeah.
Okay, so the hockey team in Illinois. Before they were the Rivermen, they were the Peoria Prancers, and their logo was a deer.
Cute.
I know. I still have a hockey puck of the Peoria Prancers at my house. But yeah, Peoria Prancers.
Think that's worth any money right now?
No, it's not.
You should try selling it. Well, there was a local high school in that area too that was called the Pekin Chinks for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. They switched to the Dragons. Turns out that was racist.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's tough for Pekin.
On brand, though.
Completely. Minnesota teams are very boring. My wife went to White Bear Lake High School, and her team was called the White Bear Bears. Actually, I hope that's real. I hope that wasn't a typo. I hope they're called the White Bear Bears.
A lot of thought went into that.
Yeah. Hold on a second, guys.
Holy crap. Max Weinberg looks old.
That's what happens when you don't work for Conan O'Brien anymore.
Damn. I mean, he's the drummer with the E Street Band. Doing okay.
His son's the drummer of Slipknot, so.
Well, there's that, too.
That probably aged him a little bit.
Yeah, no doubt, right? Yeah, he was great on Conan. He was really funny.
Max Weinberg?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right, guys, got about a minute.
I like listening to Conan O'Brien has a podcast called Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend. I don't know if you guys listen to that or not. Dave Grohl was just on. Man, I mean, Conan, best Conan stuff he's done in quite some time is that podcast.
Really?
Yeah, listen to it for sure. Wanda says there is a team called the Hoopston Corn Jerkers. Is that real?
Please make sure that's real. Because that wins. That wins. Right, it's right up there with the taco kickers.
Yeah, Hoopston prides itself on being the original sweet corn capital of the world. And there is a corn jerker Wikipedia page.
Ooh.
McDonald's Hearts Corn Jerkers. That's a billboard.
We'll be right back. Good morning. We are taking your calls, comments, and text 800-394-1061. What are some of the best team names in sports? Pros, amateurs, majors, minors, it doesn't matter. All this stems from the fact that the Washington football team have been sending out surveys to season ticket holders with about 36 different names, maybe for next year. Some of them good, some of them bad, but we've come across all kinds of great team names.
Yeah, and going back to that men's basketball team that I pointed out, the Banana Slugs, apparently John Travolta was wearing a Banana Slug T-shirt in the Pulp Fiction movie at the ending scene at the diner.
Yeah.
He apparently was wearing a Banana Slug shirt. I had no idea. And now Rebecca says in Everly, Iowa, my hometown, we were the cattle feeders until the late 1980s when we consolidated and became the Mavericks with Yosemite Sam as our mascot.
How is that possible?
I don't know.
That seems like some sort of trademark infringement.
Teams get away with that, though. I mean, they kind of use professional team logos.
That's true.
I don't know how they get away with it, but they get away with it. Sean says the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs, which has an excellent logo, was used a slab of bacon for their logo as well. Their logo is fantastic. Now, Wanda chimed in just before we came on the air. Man, there is a team back in the day. It looks like it was the 1920s that was called the Hoopston Corn Jerkers.
They need to bring that back.
Now, the term corn jerker was first applied to the athletic teams of the school just as the Pittsburgh Steelers got their name, according to Wikipedia. The certain newspaper was credited with the first coining the team name. Man, this was supposed to be a joke, apparently. But according to this, it just stuck. So the Hoopston Corn Jerkers, and if you look up the images, and this isn't like a joke thing where you go on Google and you get fired from your job.
Right.
The Hoopston Corn Jerkers, the logo is pretty outstanding.
Now, I'm just picturing, because I haven't seen it yet. And I mean, if this was in the 20s, it's not going to be what I'm picturing. Because I'm picturing a drawn corn cob that's just got a hand gripping it.
No. It's a corn cob that has full appendages, arms and legs. It has an outfit, but it's like the corn husk.
Okay.
It comes up like a deep V, like J-Lo's dress from from the award show way back in the day, and then a full head of brown hair. I don't quite get it. All right, so with all of your chime-ins there with the best team names of all time, thank you for doing that. There was a couple that I had on my list I wanted to point out. How about the Hartford Yard Goats? They're a minor league baseball team in, obviously, Hartford, Connecticut. They're the AA affiliate for the Rockies. Pretty outstanding. I got to bring them up mostly because my buddy works for them.
Okay.
The Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp.
Yes, that's a great name.
AAA ball club down in Jacksonville for the Miami Marlins. The New Orleans Baby Cakes.
Okay, because of Mardi Gras. Makes sense.
Yeah, minor league baseball team. They're another AAA affiliate of the Miami Marlins.
Please tell me their logo is just of one of those little plastic babies.
It's
horrifying.
It is terrifying. It is. They should put out only Halloween-centric wear for their... Okay, and then my favorite, possibly my favorite.
Yeah.
The Rocky Mountain Vibes. They're an independent baseball team from the Pioneer League. They also are located in Colorado Springs. I think it's kind of related to the whole weed thing.
Sure.
Yeah. And so their mascot is Toasty the S'more, and he just looks ripped. So it's like a really high s'more. I mean, the Rocky Mountain Vibes, because you're feeling the vibe.
Feeling the vibe,
it's so
man.
good. It's so good. Possibly my favorite.
Well played. All right, keep those coming with your comments and text 800-394-1061. What are some of the best team names in sports? Coming up next, we're going to talk Pete Rose, and we're getting closer to Big Money Monday. It is the Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061. Here's Candlebox.
All right, guys, so I'm going to go ahead and drop in. This is so good. Connor, I'll show you here in a second.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and drop the link for the Rocky Mountain Vibes, just so you could check it out yourself. That's just a link to their store so you can see the logo and stuff. Cotter, check it out. This is the Rocky Mountain Vibes.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
Dude, how awesome is that?
I want that.
That's sick, right?
I need that. I need a shirt.
Yeah. They need to just move here. They could just be our baseball team because they are outstanding.
Do they have some merch at the bottom?
Oh, yeah. They got it. Dude, get toasty.
Dude,
Come on.
That hat is awesome.
Dude, it's sick, right?
Vibe check.
Oh yeah, look. Oh, they have like a little.
Oh shit! Sugar Skull.
Oh yeah, like for Sigma My Own stuff. Dude, their stuff is sick. The Rocky Mountain Vibes.
Okay. Yeah, that's a winner.
By far is super sick. Oh, the boss showed up. Good morning, boss. AA baseball team. Oh yeah, we brought up the Rocket City Trash Pandas earlier. I want to buy some of their stuff. Them and the Rocky Mountain Vibes. I feel like I could. I feel like minor league baseball should just sponsor our show.
Yes.
Give us all the shirts. We'll wear them. Look them up on Twitter. They have a page, Rocket City. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Rocket City Trash Pandas are one of my favorite. Yeah, I think, Trash Pandas and the Vibes, without a doubt. I think they're possibly the two best. No offense to the Jumbo Shrimp, my buddy. Love that team, too. But those are possibly better names. Oh my God, there is a YouTube video of the jerker. You better be talking about the corn jerker.
Yeah, don't. I don't want to click on this and be really disturbed.
But if you do have the link, drop it in the chat so everyone can watch it. What are we doing here? Pete Rose story and a Big Money Monday.
Yeah, we'll tease Big Money Monday.
Last one for me today: the Scottsdale Community College fighting artichokes.
That's good.
Now we love it, man. The Norwich Sea Unicorns logo is a narwhal in a captain's outfit with a harpoon gun.
All right, that's awesome too.
I don't know. The Rocky City Mountain Vibes. All right.
I mean, what makes the vibe, and maybe this helps sell the team name. Is the logo and the merch that goes along with it. Because it's like if it was lame merch, then you're like, it's not as good. But I mean, because of how they back it up with the merch and the logo, yeah. Yuma High School Criminals. No, really?
That's not it. Is that a good name? I don't know.
That's a horrible name.
Yuma City School Criminals? Wow, if that's the logo. Like the dude's face on the left?
Okay, and the Angry Coyotes dubbed the Yuma High School players the Criminals. At first, Criminals was a fighting word. Yuma High School has been proudly called the home of the Criminals ever since.
Good for them.
And in 1917, the school board officially adopted the nickname. Damn. Yep. The fans of an opposing team dubbed them the Criminals, and they just embraced it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, actually, if you go back on Google, they're reviewed 5 out of 5. Good for them.
Damn, yeah, they are.
They're an excellent school for a bunch of criminals. Let's see. Sean goes, I was mindlessly scrolling Facebook one day, and Fanatics had the Daytona Tortugas hat on sale, and I scrolled all the names. Can't remember some of them, though. Yeah, yesterday, I did a little Googling myself. Yeah, I mean, there's so many great names, but, I mean, for me, personally, I like the Rocket City Pandas and the Vibes the best.
Yeah, Trash Pandas is great.
The Corn Jerkers are pretty outstanding. Oh, Wanda just dropped the link for the Corn Jerkers. Let's see it.
Be right back, guys. Good Monday. Thank you for hanging out. Get that stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe. So it's been more than 30 years since Pete Rose was banned from baseball for gambling on games while he was the manager of the Reds. It's 30 years, man. Well, Pete Rose has since partnered with a service called Uptick Trade. And UPick Trade, sorry. He'll be able to purchase his picks on games for the measly price of $89 a month.
Do you want these old man, why would you ever spend $90 a month to get his picks for games?
I don't know. I mean, the dude's 80. 80 years old. I mean, I'm assuming he's still watching the game. He's still up on what's going on. But you're basically, at this point in time, you're just giving him $90 a month and you're not going to see anything in return.
You're not, yeah, exactly.
You're paying for the name of Pete Rose is all you're doing.
You're just giving him retirement cash.
Yeah, no, that's it.
If you feel bad for Pete Rose, you may give him some money if you were a Reds fan back in the day. Right now, if you actually think this is going to help you, you are a terrible gambler. Coming from a terrible gambler.
Now, he insists he's not thumbing his nose at Major League Baseball because he's not actually placing bets on his predictions. He's just making picks. And he says, I'm not hurting Rob Manfred. I'm just trying to show him up. I'm not trying to show him up by doing that. I'm trying to make a living like everyone else. I'm not trying to give baseball a black eye because I'm not. I love baseball.
Yeah, he loves baseball and making money off of betting on it.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's got to do something. I get it. Dude's got to make a buck. He's got to, pay his way in life. I understand that, but he's cashing in on the situation of him getting banned from baseball from 30 years ago.
You will not even think of how many times I've seen Pete Rose standing inside of a bad sports collectible shop in Vegas by himself with no line. I've walked by Pete Rose 100 times. It seemed to be in the Luxor a lot.
Right.
I used to go in there and pick up tickets for shows that we had going on. I used to actually walk through the Luxor to get to Mandalay Bay because it was easier to park there. But anyway, I mean, Pete Rose would just be sitting in this like glass case of emotion, just sitting in the shop with no one to sign autographs for. This dude does not deserve your money.
How much do you think he's going to make off this? Do you think people will invest $90 a month for his picks?
There's some, but I mean, I think the return is going to be very, very low.
You think so?
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see. I mean, like I said, he's got to make some money. Do what you got to do. Fine, whatever. If you're going to spend your money on it, you're probably not going to get that much back. All right, Big Money Monday. Speaking of, your chance to win a $50 gift card. You still have time to text us. All we need is your name and a number. You can text 800-394-1061. Coming up next, we're going to select one person. We got the bingo machine, and somebody has a shot to win $50.
Yeah, so text us, 1-800-394-1061. First name and a number between 1 and 9.
Big Money Monday is coming up next. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061.
Look at Aaron Wilborn throwing out the Pete Rose should be in the hall. Oh, I thought you said hell at first. Like, damn. I thought you were being really harsh on Pete Rose there.
Okay. Ooh.
Sorry, I dropped the ball. All right, I'm just going to practice one time on the bingo machine. Hold on. Okay, if this is your number, I'm sorry. 24. 24, okay. I'm good now. All right. Cotter's going to pick one person while we're in break, and we're going to roll for them to win some money this morning. Yeah, Pete Rose sucks. I understand he should be in the Hall. He was an amazing baseball player, but I mean, I don't know. I don't think he should be in the Hall. Sean messaged me the White Bear Bears.
White Bear Bears.
Yeah, and then there's the Norwal Sea Unicorns. Or Narwhal Sea Unicorns.
That's pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Yeah, those are good.
Oh, Sean, yeah, I just saw your messages, dude. Those were awesome. Okay, guys, we're wrapping up the 7 o'clock hour here in just a few moments. We're going to spin for Big Money Monday, and then we jump right into the 8 o'clock hour. 8 o'clock hour, Cotter is going to quiz me on some celebrity businesses, rich people with their things.
Yeah, this kind of stems from, the latest person jumping into the weed game, Jaleel White, better known as Urkel, jumping into the weed game. So I've got 10 celebrities and potential businesses they may have been involved in or still involved in. It's basically true or false. Is this a real business? Were they really involved in it or not? Is basically what it is. So yeah, we'll see how you do.
Boss says, fighting okra from a South Carolina high school. Okay, I like that one. And yeah, Aaron, I think that is the White Bear Bears is actually from Minnesota. It's Sean, his wife. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, sorry. There's that Hoopston Corn Jerkers video.
Oh, yeah.
Where did I put it? Oh, maybe I got rid of it. There it is. So they're from Illinois, which is sad because that's where we're from. Oh, there's the mascot.
I mean, they've got a full-on mascot costume. Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they do.
I mean, it's slightly terrifying, right?
It is.
And when the mascot's just doing that creepy wave. Sorry, we're watching that.
That's funny.
All right. So Wanda dropped the link earlier for the Hoopston Corn Jerker, which is an all-time terrible name. And the
Dick Reed.
And the mascot is just, it's terrifying. And shoot, this video was put up in 2020.
I'm just telling you, man. They need to update it, and it's just a corn on the cob at like a like the 90-degree angle, and there's just a big freaking hand on it.
Wanda says the mascot's name is Jerky. we couldn't watch the video with sound on. Sorry about that, but that actually I believe that.
Dear Lord,
Jerky. That's awesome. Oh, so good. So good. I'm still looking at Rocket City Trash Panda stuff, guys. I mean, there's some good merch. They did a good job. A raccoon's not supposed to be in space. That's the funny part of it.
It's Rocket City.
Trash Panda Nation. Oh, I love it. All right, I got to get off this subject or I'll just get infatuated with it for the next 2 hours. So the good news is I've remembered that I didn't have any trivia set for today. So I got some trivia done. All set there. I would say my trivia today is easily a 3 or 4 out of 7. I think my game is medium, is what I'm trying to say. It's not hard. It's not easy. It's not.
You get that one. You get that one. Ooh, this could be a 2 or 3 correct one today. This mine might be a little tough. You'll get that one, definitely that one. Yeah, I think you'll get at least 3.
Wanda says this stuff is a wormhole. I can see a lot of crazy names. Exactly. Did you want to use that Ballast Point story for anything that you sent me this morning?
It's on the log.
Oh, is it? Okay, sorry, I didn't see it.
It's at 8:25.
Sorry.
Because I figured we could talk Axes for Life after Beer for Life.
Gotcha. So much for life.
Excuse me. That's a funny story.
What else could we give away for life that would be fun?
I don't know.
Beer's a great service.
Beer's a great one.
Gasoline
would be phenomenal, but I mean, there's too much logistics in that. I think it'd probably be a pain in the ass.
Yeah, it probably would be. Beer's easy.
I think beer is easy. I think we can get either a local brewery or a distributor or something to do something, or a liquor store. I mean, they can give away. And the liquor store is cool because then it's just, hey, it's a 6-pack a week for life. Top it out at pick a price, so it's not like you're going in there and spending too much. But then you can mix it up and get a different different type of beer, different brand of beer. That'd be cool too. But yeah, no, I definitely would like to do something where we give away beer for our 21st birthday.
It'd be kind of cool.
It's on us. We're buying around for life.
Buying around for life. We just give away 1 12-ounce beer a week, but you have to catch it like Stone Cold. And if you drop it, you have to give us a beer. It's a game of skill every week for the rest of your life.
And you never know when we're going to throw it at you.
Right.
We're just going to walk into your place of business one day and chuck a beer at your head. Better catch it.
You're at your kid's baseball game. You're coaching them. You're like, Jerry! be awesome, actually. Your child's being born. Catch the baby in your left arm, but catch this beer in your right. Sandy goes, you just won free beer for life because Stone Cold said so.
Yes.
Wanda, did you watch that Stone Cold documentary that was on A&E last night? I heard it was really good. All right, 10 seconds.
Yep. I'll be right back. All this week on the Badass Rock Show with Billy. Listen up during the 4 o'clock hour. Got the Monster Truck mashup. It's 3 different songs all mashed together. If you can figure out what songs we're playing, all you have to do is give Billy a call, 800-394-1061. First person to correctly identify all 3, you got 4 tickets to the Extreme Monster Truck Spring Nationals. Goes down May 1st at the OSP.
I love the OSP.
Dude, the OSP is great. I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, first time I've gone out for the Monster Truck remote in the 12 years I've been here. I can't wait. It's going to be a good time, man.
Hey, on a side note, before we start Big Money Monday,
yeah,
quick question. What the hell is going on with your hair?
What do you mean?
Look at the camera.
It's I can't say. Hold on.
Oh, what is going on with that?
I don't know. It's my hair, man. It does its own thing.
It is getting wild, dude. So, like my mullet's just I comb my mullet every morning, so at least there's that going on.
I comb my hair. This is just what happens. It has a mind of its own. It's so thick and luscious. I can't control it. I can't tame it.
It's something. Yeah, I don't know what's going on right now. I don't even know how to describe it to people, but definitely it's a good day to go on the stream and just be like, woo. There that is.
All right, we've got Big Money Monday. Going to be playing for Will. Will's got a shot at $50 or a $50 gift card. He chose the number 3.
Oh, Will. All right, here is your time, Will. I hope good things happen to you. So once again on the live stream, we have this very expensive, beautiful bingo machine. We're going to go ahead and roll it for Will.
Haven't had a winner in 2 weeks.
All right, Will. I hope this turns out good for you. Cotter.
Yes?
Will got the number 19.
I'm sorry, Will. I'm sorry. You know what, though? Will, look in the bright side. You've made our boss very happy.
Yeah, Will Bourne is very happy about this. I mean, I don't get to do the song this week.
I know.
We don't get to play loud music.
Nope.
We're just sad now.
Anticipation for next Monday. When it's your chance to win a $50 gift card at Big Money Monday.
Fine, whatever, man. I just wanted to give away money. Can we roll again?
No, we can't.
Are you sure?
Yeah, no.
What if I just rolled and you can't stop me?
It wouldn't count.
Damn it.
All right.
You suck, man. You suck.
I know I do. All right, coming up top of the hour, we've got a pop quiz. This all comes from Jaleel White, best known as Urkel in Family Manners. He is the latest celebrity getting into the weed game.
Hell yeah. We should get into the weed game.
We should totally get into the weed game. So we've got a celebrity business quiz for Marshall. We'll see how he does. Top of the 8 o'clock hour. It is the Cotter and Marshall Show. Rock 106.1.
Sean goes, did either of you see the Roof Beers video? It was a TikTok that I saw on Facebook. Couple of good beer catches in that video. I have not seen that video. If you happen to find it, tag us in it, but I'll try to find it here. I'm going to use the restroom.
Yeah, I really can't see what's going on with my hair. I don't know. Oh, look at that. Yeah, it is kind of.
It was just extra crazy.
Yeah,
I wasn't really trying. I wasn't trying to give you shit, man. It was
just fun.
You had a poof.
I'm telling you, man. Mind of its own. Mind of its own. All right, so yeah, coming up top of the 8 o'clock hour, we've got a pop quiz for Marshall. Celebrity businesses. Really simple. I'm going to give him a celebrity name, and then I'm going to give him a business that they may or may not have been a part of. Basically just yes or no, true or false type stuff. Really easy. And we'll see how he does. And yeah, Jaleel White, Steve Urkel. He's got a line of weed coming out. Guess when? Tomorrow on 420. Includes variants of the strain Purple Urkel. So we'll talk about that and see how Marshall does at the top of the hour. Thank you guys for hanging out. 2 hours already down on a Monday. I feel like a Monday man. My apologies. Not bringing my A game today. It's Monday. This weekend kicked my ass. I didn't get enough sleep. But we're going good. And then, of course, bottom of the 8 o'clock hour, going to play some Are You Smarter Than Community College Dropout Trivia, brought to you by Rotten Little Bastard Distillery. If you'd like to take either myself or Marshall on, get ready for that. Mondays are always rough, Wanda. I'm telling you, always rough. We've got the drunk line coming up after 9 o'clock. So earlier in the week, it wasn't even in the weekend. On the weekend, we got multiple calls from one guy, and he just left us a string of voicemails. We're going to play 3 of them back for you, and you can tell this man is hammered, and it's fantastic. And don't forget, if you drink at any time and get a little tipsy, call the drunk line, 800-394-1061. Leave us a message. We'll play back calls on Monday morning during the 9 o'clock hour. So that is going on. Let's see. There's that. Then, yeah, the rest of the week shaping up to be a week. I don't know. I don't have anything else really planned. Try to convince somebody to call the drunk line. As usual, it's a no. You know what that sounds like? You just got to get him drunker. But yeah, don't forget to listen up to Billy, 4 o'clock hour today. It is the Monster Truck Mashup, your chance to win a 4-pack of tickets for the Monster Trucks May 1st at the OSP. If you're heading out May 1st, I'll be out front. Stop by the Rock 106.1 tent and say, hey. He waits till we go to bed. And this weekend went by so quick. Just running around with the Heritage and all that stuff, just so quick. I don't know. I didn't feel like I got anything done. It just felt like a very unproductive weekend. That's a bizarre error message. What does that even mean? Audio devices are not connected. Tam? I'll send him a picture. I don't know what that means. All right. Gonna send that to Tim. That's what it means. There we go. Sorry, guys. Dealing with other station stuff right now. On the wide orbit screen. Then got a call about island being.
What are you mumbling to yourself?
Sorry, texting. Got a error message on our automation screen that I'd never seen before.
Oh.
And it says 11:30, which is our AM, and then I got a call about the island being off the air. So I was sending that to Tim when I got that call.
Oh, hot damn. Let's see. Oh, Sean, thanks for sending me that video. I just saw that come through a moment ago. Mondays are always rough. Try to convince the hubby to call the drunk line. As usual, it's a no. Some people can't work under the spotlight. Okay. Wanda said we didn't go fully into Hilton Head this weekend. Wish I had just to drive there. Haven't been there in a few years. Oh.
Yeah, it's like we used to have, a studio over on the island. Then we kind of moved and we had a studio in Old Town Bluffton. So it used to be over there all the time. I don't go to Hilton Head nearly as much as I used to. So I think it's about every year for the Heritage. That's about it. I mean, actually, on Hilton Head. I mean, I go to Bluffton, but Hilton Head, not very often anymore.
I was just over on Hilton Head. Where was I there? Oh, I flew out of Hilton Head.
Yeah, that's right.
Back in February.
Which is still crazy to me. You're the first person I've ever talked to who's flown in or out of that airport.
Our boss has.
Oh, has he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I brought it up. I'm like, dude, I don't think I've ever flown out of Hilton Head before. He's like, yeah, it's the smallest airport in the world. There's like 2 gates.
Yeah, I've been there once because we had some sort of in-airport advertising for one of the radio stations, like a sign hanging, and I had to go take a picture of it. That was the only time I've ever been there. Yeah.
It's super easy. I mean, it's just like the last place you would think about it. You're on the main drag going to Hilton Head. They're like, okay, take a left. And then like this 1-lane road, you're for like 2 miles.
Yeah. Hey, an
right
airport.
There. Yeah, wait, there's an airport. Shit, Nicole. Yeah, there absolutely is an airport. Once again, it's the smallest airport in the world. There's 2 gates.
It reminds me of the TV show Wings. They had the airport. It's like the 90s TV show. It was like a small airport out in Nantucket. And it was just like that. There's like 2 gates, and that's all it was. And they're just little, crop duster planes that took you to, just either small, really short flights or a connecting flight to someplace else.
Okay.
All right, so we got just under 3 minutes. I'll give everybody a quick update about Jaleel White, Steve Urkel joining the weed game. And then we have a pop quiz for Marshall. Celebrity businesses. I'll give you the celebrity. I'll give you a business that they may or may not be involved with. And you just have to tell me whether you think they're actually involved with said business.
Cool. I'm down for that. Oh, coming up this week on Friday, Mitch Steele makes his debut on the Cotter and Marshall Show. Mitch Steele is the head brewer of New Realm.
So every time, love beer, no breweries, and all that kind of stuff. But, it's not like I know the name of everybody involved with all these breweries. Every time his name's brought up, they're like, oh, he's a big deal.
Yeah, he essentially wrote a book on IPAs, brewing techniques, recipes, and the evolution of the IPA. He is, I don't know if he's the godfather of the IPA, but this man is essentially the reason for this thing kind of existing and being as big as it is.
And because, wasn't Stephanie last week said he brewed for Stone?
Yeah, he brewed for Stone Brewing in Escondido, California.
That's a deal.
Yeah.
That's a deal. But New Realm, they open up tomorrow, downtown Savannah.
Yeah. Yes, they do. Yeah. And so we'll have New Realm in on Friday to kind of showcase what they have, and then we're going to go there and eat and drink our faces off eventually.
Yes, we are.
Aaron goes, laughing my ass off, equipment error. And then Aaron showed up and closed the satellite offices. A-hole. No, you're fine. We didn't need those satellite offices.
No, that building in Hilton Head, it was when the stations were based in Hilton Head, it just made a whole lot of sense. It isn't as necessary now. So no, trust me. It was the right move. The right move.
Yeah, because let me tell you, there's nothing that radio talent love more than having to go broadcast for a meaningless reason out of a studio that is more than an hour away from their homes. Actually, they hate that. So I sent the video to my neighbor, and yesterday while I was out running in errands, my neighbor texted me, "Where the F are you? The roof is falling." And he was on my roof when I got home. I love my neighbors. Hello. Sundays, man, they get weird.
All right, guys, be right back. Good morning. Be sure to get the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. While you're there, like, follow, and subscribe. You can also listen on the Rock 1061 app, which you can download for free. Get us on your in-home smart speaker. Also the website, rock1061.com. Now, it seems like celebrities everywhere are getting into the weed business. The latest is Jaleel White. You know him best for Steve Urkel on Family Matters. He is now joining the celebrities who have started their own cannabis brand. He's teamed up with 710 Labs on a new line of weed. It's called It's Purple. And, of course, it launches tomorrow. It includes a variant of the strain, Purple Urkel.
I like that.
It makes sense, ties into the character.
It's good marketing.
He says, anyone who knows me personally as Jaleel White knows I am an ardent seeker of curated adventures, big laughs, and excellent food. All three of these interests are enormously enhanced by top shelf cannabis.
So every time this dude is awake, he's smoking weed? Like he's just loving life? Because, I mean, he's bringing up the very most like mandatory things of like waking up, eating. Yeah. He likes to be high when he does those things. That's cool.
I guess so.
No judgment.
This new line of weed hits California, like we said, tomorrow on 4/20. So here's what we've got. I've got a list of 10 celebrities, and I've got a list of businesses. Now, they may or may not have actually been involved in these businesses, so you have to just basically tell me, yes, they were, no, they weren't.
Okay.
All right, so number one is Diddy, Puff Daddy, P. Diddy. Yes. Sean Combs.
I'm familiar with him.
Was he
with his work?
Was he involved with Ciroc vodka?
I think he was involved with an alcohol brand. I'm going to say yes, he was. Okay.
Yeah, he bought into it. They launched, and then basically they gave him half ownership if he would promote it.
Right.
It's worked out okay.
It's worked out good, yeah.
All right, what about Carmen Electra? And a brand of portable stripper poles.
No, I would say no, that's not right.
No,
that's true.
It's completely right. She also offers workout videotapes that you can use on the stripper poles.
Okay. I just thought that one was a little outlandish, especially for Carmen Electra. But maybe not. I don't know. She dated Dennis Rodman.
All right, number 3, Tom Brady. Was he involved in a high-end leather briefcase company?
No.
I'm sorry.
There you go. Correct. There you go. Yeah.
That is completely false.
He does the watches. He does other stuff, but I don't remember the leather luggage or whatever you're saying.
All right, 2 out of 3. You're doing good. Next up is Kevin Costner.
Mr. Waterworld, Mr. Baseball.
Oil spill cleanup machines.
That's actually true because I remember reading this story.
BP actually bought these machines from him after their massive spill to clean things up. He actually bought this company from the United States government.
Yeah.
And so he's done that for a while now. So, yeah, Kevin Costner doing good things. He has to make up for things like Waterworld.
That's why he doesn't have to act anymore because he turned around this business. Good for him.
He's still, what is he doing? He's in the Yellowstone, isn't he?
Yeah, is he?
He's the lead guy in it.
Yeah, is he? I don't know.
All right, so one more. You're 3 out of 4 so far. One more. We'll take a break. Whoopi Goldberg, medical marijuana.
I'm going to say no.
She was involved with a line of medical marijuana that was specifically for menstrual cramps.
Really?
Yeah. It's like 10 years ago. Unfortunately, the business just recently folded.
Oh, no. Whoopee. No, whoop. Sorry.
All right. So far, you are 3 out of 5. We're going to come back with the second half of the pop quiz. Foo Fighters, Waiting on a War, Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1. Sorry, guys. Got to deal with something.
Don't hate on Waterworld. I wouldn't say it's his best work.
No.
Would you?
No.
Would you say?
No. Let's see. Sorry, guys. I got to call Tim.
Actually, Waterworld wasn't the worst.
Postman was the worst.
Actually, that leads to a great question.
Yo, man.
That's right. I'm looking up Kevin Costner's IMDb. Postman was the worst. I don't think I've ever seen Postman. That came out in 1997, and oddly, that is the first movie for the known for section of Kevin Costner's IMDb is Postman. Probably because people hated it that much. Dances with Wolves, That was a solid movie. I remember that. The Bodyguard. People love that. Dude, Robin Hood. Prince of Thieves. Great film. Remember that, watching that as a kid. Brock, my middle son, has watched Waterworld like 100 times. Some people connect to the weirdest films. Waterworld was yours, man. I mean, he was in Justice League, technically, for a minute. So there's that going on. Draft Day, Jack Ryan, Shadow Recruit, Man of Steel, Field of Dreams, 3,000 Miles to Graceland. I feel like Kevin Costner's had a pretty decent career. And then, of course, he had the Yellowstone show that's been doing pretty well for him. So he's doing all right. Bull Durham, solid choices.
Okay. All right, thanks, man.
All right, Cotter, so you were on the phone with Tim the engineer. We have a little sign up in our studio that says, how many days since last studio issue? Are we going to be able to put a 1 on the board?
This definitely not his fault. This was the computer froze. So,
okay.
And I mean, is that 1 for all 6 radios? Is that board just for us? Or is
no, I think it's just for us.
Then this was a different station.
Okay.
Anyway. But no, I would not. This was no way Tim's fault for computer froze.
So are we finally going to put a 1 on the board?
Dude, we got 2 hours. Shut up. Don't say
okay.
anything.
All right.
You're jinxing it.
Okay. All right.
We'll see.
Well, we still got to do trivia. Let's see if the phones work.
That's true. That's a fair point.
I've seen the phones light up a couple times this morning, but not in conjunction of how they're supposed to work.
Correct.
So let's see if that happens this morning. All right, a little less than a minute. Going to come back and wrap up our pop quiz on celebrity businesses. Then we're going to talk about axes for life. We teamed up with the Urban Forest Axe House to hook someone up with axes for life. Are we choosing our second?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Right? Yep. I think I know who mine is.
I have to go and look. Oh, I think I know who I'm choosing. I'm going to check to see all the entries first.
Thank you, Red. I appreciate that. Remember to tape the button down. Game changer right there.
You better do it now.
I will after this. We'll be back. Jaleel White, the latest celebrity who's joining the weed game. He's best known as Steve Urkel on Family Matters. He's got a new line of weed called It's Purple, including variants of the strain Purple Urkel.
Why doesn't he have a variant of just called Did I Do That?
Maybe they do. I would hope so.
Yeah.
So we've got a pop quiz for Marshall, giving him celebrities, giving him a business that these celebrities may or may not be involved in. You just have to tell me whether you think they are or they aren't. So far, 3 out of 5.
Yeah, I'm not doing too bad.
No, you're not doing bad at all. Doing pretty good. All right, so coming up next, we've got celebrity number 6, none other than Axl Rose of Guns N' Roses. Does Axl have his own coffee company?
Wow. I know he's a big Christmas guy. Like, he celebrates. He's one of those guys that actually...
Really?
He keeps his Christmas tree up all year long.
Would have never guessed that.
And then he decorates it every season. That's a weird story I remember.
Interesting.
From Marshall's Music News from years ago.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and say, no, he does not own a coffee company.
Nope, he definitely does not.
Doesn't seem like a morning guy, actually.
No, not at all. I wouldn't have said he was a Christmas guy.
Yeah, no, he's a big-time Christmas guy.
Him and Mick Foley hanging out. I don't know. All right, number 7, The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. Does he have his own motivational app?
Motivational app? I know he's got the tequila company. I know he owns the XFL. I'm going to say no. He doesn't. He does?
The Rock Clock.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Yes, I think it's still around. I mean, it came out.
Why?
I don't know. It came out a few years ago. It's to motivate you to get up and improve your life.
I don't need that. No one needed that. No one needed that. I hope he got paid good for it.
Oh, I'm sure he gets paid good for everything. All right, so looks like 4 out of 7 so far.
Okay.
Up next, number 8, Justin Timberlake. Was he ever involved
With other women? Yes.
With MySpace.
Oh, yeah, he owned it for a minute.
That is true. They brought MySpace not back. I guess it never went away. They tried to reinvent it.
Well, no, it never came back.
Yeah, well, no. But they tried to reinvent it as like a place for music.
Yeah.
It didn't work.
No.
All right, so doing better. You're 5 out of 8. Here we go with number 9, Matthew McConaughey.
All right.
His own signature line of bongos. Was that a thing or no?
I'm going to have to say yes.
I wish it was.
What the hell's wrong with you? Why would you make that up? That's so good.
I know, right?
I honestly, if they were real, dude, I'd go buy one right now.
I would have them.
I'd play it in front of your, I'd play it in front of your effing face every morning. Now I'm pissed because they're not real.
I'm sorry.
You know what? Get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here.
All right, here we go. Final one, number 10. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Does he have his own cigar company?
That one, that sounds true. You see him smoking cigars all the time. I want to say yes. No.
He smokes 1 to 2 cigars every day. He is a cigar aficionado, but does not have his own company.
That's a shame.
He should, right?
I'm still mad about this bongos. Screw you, Cotter.
Unfortunately, only 5 out of 10 on this one. This is one of the poorest showings on a quiz you've done.
I don't care.
I'm so sorry.
I don't care. The moment Matthew McConaughey bongos weren't real, I started hating you even more. I hate you for that. Everyone should hate Cotter today for that.
I ruined your day. All right, coming up next, we're going to talk Joe Musgrove and what he's getting for life, and then we'll lead right into axe throwing for life and how you could win. It's coming up, Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
I just imagine Matthew McConaughey,
right?
Middle of the desert, shirt on, no pants, completely bottomless, playing bongos. You ruined that for me.
I'm so sorry.
You ruined that for me. Did not know about The Rock, but then again, motivation is not my forte. There you go.
All right, let's take this call.
Yeah.
Rock 106.1, hello.
What's up?
Rock 106.1, hello.
Hey, man, love hearing you guys in the morning because I can never listen in the afternoon.
Oh, thank you.
That midday guy sucks. We need Billy back on middays.
Well, we wanted to move Billy to afternoons. It's a little bit bigger of a time slot, so that's why we did that.
Yeah, man, but the midday guy is so annoying. I just can't listen.
I'm sorry. I mean, what do you find annoying about him? I mean, just let me know. It's something we can maybe work on.
It's just the music's changed. It's not the same. It's not the same music, to be honest with you, Cotter.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like you've totally revamped all the music like during the midday, and it's like it's just not as rebranded 90s. I mean, it's not the same vibe that you had going when you had Billy on the midday show.
Okay. No, dude, I appreciate the input. Always like to get feedback, man.
Yeah. Now, let me ask, is that a live show or is that piped in from another city?
He's not live. No.
He's not live on here. Yeah. But I mean, it's just it's hard to tolerate, man. Really. During the midday. So.
Dude, you're throwing bombs on a Monday, bro.
What was that?
I said you're throwing the truth bombs on a Monday. Jesus Christ, dude!
Hey, man,
you got up ready to kick ass this morning.
For what it's worth, right?
No, it's all good, man.
Yeah, no, I do. Like I said, no, I do. I appreciate any feedback we get. So no, I appreciate that. We'll take a look at musically.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Hopefully, you guys will bring some. It seems distant. It's like he's trying, and then he talks about certain things that are going on, and it's like he's like it's not even relevant. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I get it.
Anyway.
No, I appreciate the call and feedback, man.
Billy to middays on Rewind 107.9.
Yeah, she's doing middays there. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. So now I have to flip the Rewind Billy back to.
I just got to keep her busy.
No, I mean, I'll tell you though. I think moving your mornings to mornings, Powder and Marshall to mornings. I mean, that was probably the best move you guys have done. But just.
Unfortunately, you're starting to break up a little bit.
What?
You still there, man? We're losing you. I think we might have lost him. Dude, you'll have to call back. Sorry, I can't even hear you at all now. Sorry, man.
Yeah, he's gone, man. Yeah, he dropped out there at the end.
Yeah.
Man, he's throwing truth bombs on a Monday. God damn. Yeah, also his phone sucked. Wanda goes, don't bitch if your phone sucks. Yeah, dude was just straight up throwing bombs at Crash. We love Crash. He's a good dude.
Or Crash.
Well, look at that. You played that. You played that so right, so kind.
Hey, no, anybody's got feedback. I will happily take any sort of feedback anybody has. Will I agree with all of it? No, not necessarily. Yeah. Some I will, some I won't. But I'm always open for feedback, man.
Well, better question: is the music different in the midday?
No, that's what I find interesting. Because
you're giving a weird look, and I'm like,
that was not the answer I expected. Because it's the same music outside of the '90s nooner. Yeah. I mean, it's the same music, that we play throughout the rest of the day. The clocks are just.
But the '90s nooner music is it's not like that changed. It's the same.
No,
music
that's been the same forever. So I don't know. I mean, that's interesting. Now it could have something to do with the way things fall on the clock. Maybe, I don't know. That's weird though. That was not the answer I expected for that. But no, I always take feedback.
But more importantly, Wilborn, our boss, actually just chimed in with some positive news. The phones work. So.
That's true. Phones work. Yeah. But no, I mean, I'll always take feedback, even if it's negative, man. It's like if you are passionate enough, like the station enough to call in, even if it's to complain, I mean, you cannot listen to that and take it serious. I mean, if you like it enough, do it.
Well, immediately, all I heard was him saying nice things about us.
Oh, yeah.
He said, I love you guys. You guys are great.
Well, no, it's smart. If you're going to call in to bitch, you kiss ass first.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to do an equal amount. No, but kudos to that. I mean, that guy, Monday morning, 8 a.m., just throwing out truth bombs, like just lobbing them at us like crazy.
Yeah.
Like he's starting off the week on fire. That dude's on fire right now. If that dude's your employee, he's going to kick ass this week.
That is true.
He's
bringing it. He's bringing it. Yeah. But no, I do. I appreciate feedback, positive or negative. It's always welcome.
Yeah, that dude's not going to put up with shit this week. That guy's going to get shit done.
And you know what? Honestly, I appreciate the call because a lot of times, if anything's going to be negative, you get it via an email, and it's because it's just easy. And I get it. It's easier to
because you don't tell people their faces.
Yeah, it's easier to be upset or to complain if it's in an email. I mean, so to call up and actually be like, hey, I don't like this part of it, dude. I respect that.
Jake Paul, the boxer guy from the weekend, claims that his fight versus Ben Askren sold 1.5 million pay-per-views.
That seems like a stupid number.
It said industry insiders are calling bullshit on it.
Yeah, I don't buy that, guys.
Yeah. Maybe we'll talk about that tomorrow on About Last Night. Wanda says, I bet it was burning a hole in his soul all weekend just waiting to call today.
Maybe.
Probably. I mean,
it's funny because it's like, he likes our show. And I mean, I'm full aware that there are people who hate us. You know what I mean? And there are people
There are?
It's called my parents. But no, there are people, who just, for whatever reason, we're not their thing, and that's fine. And there's people who love us. You will never please everybody at all times. And as soon as you start trying to please everybody at all times, all you're going to do is piss everybody off. Or I learned that early on in my career. I was doing afternoons on a sports talk kind of, man talk kind of thing. And I tried really hard to make everybody happy. And then I got to the point of, I was just like, I can't do this. I'm going to give myself freaking ulcers. Yeah. So.
Tim said, I missed the phone call. What did he say about Crash? I don't know.
Stuff.
Yeah, we're over it. We're past that now, Tim. We're future. This is future us.
I'm going to lead with the Musgrove story.
Okay,
so I know they got him backwards on the thing, but I was going to lead with that.
That makes sense. Where is my Musgrove story? Or did I not do? Oh, I have it on my second email. Here it is.
Got some For Whom the Bell Tolls coming up this hour. Hell yeah.
People botched when Terry left, then bitched about two guys named Chris. Can't please everyone. Yeah, I mean.
No, whether you liked or people who gave two guys named Chris a shot after the Lex and Terry thing. I mean, I get it. Lex and Terry had been here for 20 years.
Yeah.
Anybody who follows them up, anybody who followed that show up, it was going to be have a negative reaction.
That's why you and I refused to take the morning show then.
Well, it wasn't really an option then either. That wasn't on the table. But no, anybody who's going to follow them up, you were going to get flack. And I get it. I mean, Lex and Terry had been here for 20 years.
We still follow him. I still follow them on social media. They're doing well.
I do too. No, the guys are great. I've worked with enough syndicated morning shows where most of them are douchebags. Les, Terry, D, all the guys are always fantastic all the time. I do not have a bad word to say about them at all. The guys are awesome.
Yeah. All right, guys, 30 seconds. 30 seconds left. We'll jump onto the air. We'll talk about a bunch of stuff that's for life. We'll talk about Joe Musgrove. He is the pitcher for the Padres who pitched that perfect game last week. I think we talked about it 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
And then we'll talk about Axe's full life.
All right, guys, be right back. All right, thank you for hanging out this morning on air and on the stream. Get that stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. So April 9th, Joe Musgrove became the first San Diego Padres pitcher in history to throw a no-hitter. The Padres were like the final team in Major League Baseball that didn't have a no-hitter. So Joe Musgrove, congrats to him. Now, as soon as this happened, San Diego council member Chris Cates went to the mayor, Todd Gloria, and said, look, we need to pass a resolution, and this is legit. We need to pass a resolution declaring it would be illegal for Musgrove to pay for his own beer within San Diego.
That's an excellent resolution to have.
Can you imagine? So that hasn't been passed yet, but it didn't stop San Diego brewery Ballast Point from offering up free beer for life to Joe Musgrove.
I mean, they probably gave him, 3 dozen 6-packs of different Ballast Point beers.
Yeah.
Had them delivered to the Padres Stadium. There is a mural now painted of Joe Musgrove at his hometown. He's from San Diego. So at his hometown school that he went to growing up, there's now a mural on the side of the building, and he gets lifetime beer from Ballast Point as well. So here's the thing. What happens for the next guy who throws a no-hitter in San Diego?
It's nothing. You're number 2. Second place, first loser.
They're setting the precedent. The dude possibly will never pay for beer again within San Diego city limits.
Yeah.
He gets free beer for life from Ballast Point. He has a mural up about him. I mean, what happens if, like, Yu Darvish, who's not from obviously not from San Diego, like throws another no-hitter this year? What are they going to do for him?
Nothing. Nothing.
Get him a T-shirt?
Maybe.
A commemorative T-shirt?
Musgrove can get him a beer. So if a brewery offered you free beer for life, and they said a hometown hero deserves to never pay for a beer in this town again. So I don't know if there's limits to it, but listening to this, there's no limits. So if a brewery gave you free beer for life, no limits, how soon do they regret that decision?
Well, it's not like he's going to be the town drunk.
I know, but I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about us.
Right.
How soon, if somebody gave you free beer for life, do they regret that decision?
How close are they to my house? That's going to take a lot of play into it.
They're within driving distance. They're 20 minutes, half an hour tops.
Yeah, but I ain't exactly driving.
Well, no, but you can Uber. You're not paying for beer.
I mean, I don't think they would probably regret it. I'd probably go there once or twice a week, though.
Right?
Especially if they serve food and stuff. I'd be there a lot.
I mean, I'd
be the norm of that bar.
So, I mean, do you think he gets like beers for everybody in his party or just him?
Probably just him.
Right?
Just him. I mean, he's got like the black card. He walks in like he's king, you know what, when he walks in. It's pretty awesome.
A new life goal. I want somebody to give me free beer for life.
Well, you have to start doing amazing things.
No, see, that's the hard point.
Yeah.
I don't want to put any work into it.
Exactly.
I just want free beer for life.
And that's why you'll never get it.
All right, speaking of for life, we have teamed up with Urban Forest Axe House, the latest axe throwing place in Savannah, downtown Savannah, and we're giving away axe throwing for life.
I love this, dude. All right, so here's the deal. Go to the Rock 1061 Facebook page. Pinned to the very top is a post that has an axe that says for life on it. On there, you just have to say, I want to join Team Cotter or Team Marshall, then the reason why. And then we are slowly choosing our team, okay? We're each going to have 4 people plus 1 alternate. And then on May 1st, we're going to go throw some axes in like an NCAA-style bracket challenge. The person who winds up winning will win free axe throwing for life.
And we'll announce our next teammate or our next person on our team tomorrow morning on the show. So if you still want to enter, hit up the Facebook page, Rock 1061, and comment on the post pinned to the top. All right, coming up here in a few, we've got Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout? It is brought to you by Rotten Little Bastard Distillery in Beaufort. It's the Cotter and Marshall Show. Rock 1061 is Royal Blood.
Have a great day, mamacita.
See you later.
She goes, okay, my friends, hope you all have a super fantastic day. This mamacita has to go set up some jewelry and start her work day. Be blessed.
Get it done.
Hashtag be blessed. I mean, do you have to go set up jewelry when you work at IDC? I don't know if Sandy's still on here.
I bet they don't leave it out at all times.
Really?
Yeah, because I mean, if somebody would break in, that probably stuff is in a vault.
I just thought you'd have just always in the cases.
Yeah.
I feel like if you're a jewelry person, like the paperwork's probably the hardest part, and like obviously the selling part to people is the hardest part. But like, just walk in and be like all my stuff's here. Like, what are you looking for? I don't know, stuff. It's right there.
All the stuff.
Every piece of jewelry that we have gets locked up in the safe every night and set back up the next morning. Woo!
Doesn't surprise me.
Seems like a lot of work. I mean, I get it. Oof.
Keep that stuff safe.
I feel like there should be a low-level guy that does that. Like Jimmy. Jimmy, the setup guy, should do that. All right, some of our coworkers are getting here. I'm going to go shut our doors.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Woo!
Okay, I am set on trivia. I'll pop this over so we're ready. Clean Marine, what they sell is great, which is probably why from what I hear. Oh, okay, there you go. IDC is the biz. All right, guys, so we're coming into like the last little run of the show. We got trivia we're going to play right now. If you guys want to play trivia, be the first person to call in about 90 seconds or so. The phone number is 1-800-394-1061. 7 questions, 60 seconds. Brought to you by Rotten Little Bastard Distillery. Then after that, we're going to talk about this cool Harley-Davidson event, play your drunk line voicemails from over the weekend, and then wrap up the show with Marshall's Music News. Sorry for the sniffing. My allergies are hanging around this morning.
All right, got about a minute.
I wish I lived in Savannah. We do drunken axe throwing using only a strobe light up at my campsite. Poor decisions, but still, it's honed the skills.
He's in there blindfolded.
With a strobe light? Jesus Christ, what are you doing, like a horror movie up there? Okay, go ahead and get myself set up for trivia. Where is the soundproof headphones? There they are.
All right, everybody. We will be right back. Are you smarter than a community college dropout? Well, it's now time to find out. We're going to play some trivia brought to you by Rotten Little Bastard Distillery. They're located in Beaufort. Be sure to check them out. But who do you want to take on today? Cotter, Marshall, it's up to you.
Well, yeah, 7 questions, 60 seconds. I mean, I feel like my game's a good medium. I think you said your game's kind of a hard level.
I think you got at least 3. And I mean, yeah, you can get more than that, but I think it's a little bit harder today, ain't gonna lie.
All right, so here's the deal. If you play against us today, I have not 1 but 2 prizes I'm going to hook you up with. So first thing is I'm going to hook you up with some tickets to go check out Extreme Monster Truck Spring Nationals, OSP, May 1st. But also, coming up this Saturday is Korn's monumental live stream. And I have a bunch of those live stream codes left. So I'm going to hook you up with both if you're the first person to call in right now. 1-800-394-1061. Be that person. You'll win both those things. Plus, you get to take us on in trivia.
Are you smarter than a community college dropout? Brought to you by Rotten Little Bastard. We play next. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061. All right.
Okay.
There we go. I like it.
Hold on, it's a two-part process.
There it
There's
is.
our phone
There
call.
it is.
There it is.
Rock 1061. Who's this?
It's Rudy.
Rudy. How's it going, man?
What's up, guys?
So who do you want to take on today? Myself or Marshall?
Well, I got to get the tiebreaker done, so I'm going with Marshall.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Marshall's going to get the headphones on. You know the drill. 7 questions, 60 seconds. Your time will start as soon as I finish question number 1. If you don't know an answer, feel free to pass, and if we've got time, we'll come back to it, okay?
All right.
All right, here we go, man. Question number 1. What 3-word slogan did NBC debut in the early 90s to promote their Thursday night lineup?
Pass.
Multiple choice. What year did President Lincoln give the Gettysburg Address? 1862, 1863, or 1864?
1864.
Incorrect. In the 1984 NBA draft, what pick did the Chicago Bulls draft Michael Jordan with?
Number 2.
Incorrect. What came first, Facebook or Twitter?
Facebook.
That is correct. What founding father is on the $100 bill?
Franklin.
I'm sorry, correct. What type of alcohol is made from juniper berries?
Gin.
Correct. Multiple choice. What country is the band Volbeat from? Denmark, Poland, or Switzerland?
Poland.
Incorrect. Back to the top. What 3-word slogan did NBC debut in the early 90s to promote their Thursday night lineup? Got about 5 seconds.
Thursday Night Live.
Incorrect. All right, Marshall. Headphones. All right. Rudy got 3 out of 7, which is kind of what I said.
Yeah, that's what you said it was going to be.
All right, Rudy, hold tight. We'll be right back to you. Marshall, 7 questions, 60 seconds. Your time will start as soon as I finish question number 1. Here we go. What 3-word slogan did NBC debut in the early 90s to promote their Thursday night lineup?
Pass.
Multiple choice. What year did President Lincoln give the Gettysburg Address? 1862, 1863, or 1864?
Oh, that's a good one. Damn it. 64?
Incorrect. In the 1984 NBA draft, what pick did the Chicago Bulls draft Michael Jordan with?
I want to say it was the 3rd pick.
That is correct. What came first, Facebook or Twitter?
Facebook or Twitter? It was Facebook.
That is correct. What founding father is on the $100 bill?
Oh, Benjamin Franklin.
Correct.
What about the Benjamins?
What type of alcohol is made from juniper berries?
Gin.
That is correct. Multiple choice. What country is the band Volbeat from? Denmark, Poland, or Switzerland?
Denmark.
That is correct. Back to the top. You got about 10 seconds. What 3-word slogan did NBC debut in the early 90s to promote their Thursday night lineup?
Must see TV.
That is correct.
Oh, really? It is?
Yeah, it is. All right, Rudy. He got like 6 out of 7.
Oh, I got 6 out of 7. Oh, Rudy. Oh, no. That happened. Oh, man.
Oh, no.
That's That's so terrible for you. I feel so bad.
I'll get you next time.
Yeah, you will.
Do you have his number?
I do have
Okay,
Rudy's
Rudy,
information.
dude, thank you for calling as always, man. We appreciate it.
All right. Appreciate you guys.
See you, man. All right, here we go. The correct answers for today's game. The 3-word slogan NBC debuted in the 90s, must see TV. President Lincoln gave the Gettysburg Address in 1863. Michael Jordan was drafted in the 3rd round of the 84 draft. Michael Jordan was drafted with the 3rd pick in the 84 draft. Facebook started before Twitter. Facebook came in 2004, Twitter in 2006. Ben Franklin is on the $100 bill. Gin is made from juniper berries. And yes, Volbeat is from Denmark.
Speaking of Diddy, that's the only reason why I remembered that. It's all about the Benjamins. Right there. Yeah, Benjamin Franklin. There you
All
go.
right, we're going to play tomorrow again. Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout? Brought to you by Rotten Little Bastard Distillery. Be ready to call in around 8:30. Your chance to play Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061.
All right, guys, Cotter's going to take care of some editing with that, and then I'm going to be on the chat talking to you all. So we'll be back on the audio here in about 2 or 3 minutes. All right, guys, back on the stream. Thanks for hanging out. So Wanda mentioned this story on the stream about how a tractor driver helped end a police chase.
What?
Let me see where this was at. This is in Union County, North Carolina. A long, dramatic police chase in North Carolina ended after police corralled the suspect into a tight spot with the help of a man on a tractor. Buzz Palmer was tilling his garden using his tractor Wednesday when a police chase came roaring down his gravel driveway. He goes, I knew when we came by the fence, we had a problem. That many police cars aren't getting a donut truck or a ticket violator. He goes, the retired law enforcement driver threw a 17-year-old orange Kubota, I don't know, tractors. It's a high gear and parked across the driveway to block the car from getting past him. I was going to T-bone him. I put it in high gear, got my RPMs up. It turned facing the way to block this where he came, where he wasn't coming through. The driver was able to maneuver around Palmer, so he chased around after the car. He goes, once he passed here, he was trapped. There's no other way to get out. Anyway, this dude is former law enforcement guy, still up to his antics, Buzz Palmer.
Send me that link because we have one half of our Dude of the Week, I think, nominees with that right there.
He could definitely be Dude of the Week there. Congrats to that guy. Imagine how dumb you look for being T-boned by a tractor. Imagine how dumb you look for... There it is.
Yep.
Sorry, guys, just confirming when that was getting played back. So right now on the air, we are playing back the audio from Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout that you heard live here on the chat. Clean Marine 71 goes, that guy deserves beer for life.
Yeah, no doubt, right?
All right, Cotter, I'm going to go ahead and message you this before I forget.
Yes, please do. Yeah, that guy will be nominated for Dude of the Week. All right, man, 9 o'clock hour. Monday's flying by. Flying by. I don't feel like I can put words together today, but the day's about done. So
it's Monday. Dude, you don't even really need to talk. It's fine.
We kind of do.
Well,
kind of.
Only one half of us really needs to. As long as one of us is talking. It's usually me.
Today was your day.
Okay. It is. What's on the agenda for today? Oh, that's a great question. After the show, today's pretty chill, as most Mondays are. We got an 11 o'clock meeting I'm going to take part in, although I wasn't really invited. I'll be there.
I invited you.
We're
good.
So take care of that. Got some, nonsense work stuff, emails. I got to put up Pet of the Week on the Rewind 1079 Facebook page because, that's what I do sometimes. Take a nap and then get ready for the show tomorrow. Probably going to work out again. Get my workout in, get my fitness in.
Right.
And leftovers tonight for dinner. We made burgers last night that were pretty damn great.
Nice. I got to schedule some music. The meeting's at 11, and then I am leaving. Going to go home. Got to pick up my dog, take him to the vet. That's about it.
I did check this out. So my burgers last night, still have those sweet Hawaiian burger rolls. Yeah. I did check this out, a red pepper feta.
Okay, I like that.
So like a feta cheese.
Sure.
It comes in like a little hummus thing.
Yeah.
Because feta is just like a smooth cheese. But it's red pepper flavored. So I did red pepper feta, grilled onions, and then the burger.
That sounds good.
Real simple, real easy. It was real nice.
So I went to Southern Barrel on Saturday, and I had the burger that has goat cheese. It had what do they call it? Bacon, rhubarb, whatever it is.
Marmalade.
It's not marmalade. There's another name for it. And then it had
arugula.
Something like that. And then it had a peach chutney on it.
Oh, I love a chutney.
It was delicious.
Yeah.
It was really good.
Dude, goat cheese. I could eat goat cheese on anything. Put goat cheese on a dog turd and I'd probably eat it. Taking the monsters to the park, grilling some steaks for dinner with some jalapeno poppers. I'm not cleaning today. Fuck it. Good for you. Yeah, I mean, outside of show, work, nap, that's it. That's kind of the day. It's just a really chill Monday, you know? Got some work stuff to do. I got some video stuff to do at home that I need to catch up on. That's kind of it. All right, we're 30. Nope, that's 30 seconds left there. Okay.
We got
we're good amount of time away. Well, while we're freaking around, let's go ahead and answer the internet. Hi, guys. Thanks again for hanging around with us here on the stream today. Very chill Monday. We do have a cool week ahead of us. I mean, Mac will be joining us for more Chicks on Dudes on Wednesday. We've got Mitch Steele, who's a big deal. That rhymed. I feel like I'm, I don't know, some WWE, like, I'm like, oh, what was his name? Damn it, I can't think of his name now. The dude with the bullhorn, brown mullet.
Oh, Jimmy Hart?
Jimmy Hart. I feel like I'm Jimmy Hart over here.
Mouth of the South.
Yeah, the Mouth of the South. I feel like I'm rhyming over here. Anyway, we have Mitch Steele from New Realm. He's kind of a big deal.
So we bring that up like right away. So we're like in the presence of,
well, yeah, I mean,
beer god right now.
No, I think what we do is on the interview with him, we definitely do 3 breaks with him.
Yeah.
And then we need to break down his career. Like the first break, we need to lay out the foundation of how big of a deal he is.
I get that.
That's such a stupid question. Sorry, I can't do that one. It's so bad, and I thought it said something much worse. Okay, here's a poll the internet question. Does it bother you if a girl you're dating makes more money than you?
No.
Quick answer. No.
No.
Not at all.
No.
If for some reason she's slumming it with me, I love it.
Yeah, I got no issue about that.
Still is going on in my life. No, actually, I think I make more money than my wife now.
Yeah, I make more. Yeah, I make more than my wife. But it was so we kind of made the decision when we had kids that stay at home. She wanted to be a stay-at-home mom, raise the kids. Always kind of work part-time. She taught college classes. Started doing some stuff locally. But when she got a full-time job and we got 2 incomes, holy crap! It was a game changer in life.
Yeah. Extra money is pretty incredible.
Yeah, no, I got no issue.
Wanda says I miss working, but then I remember I don't like the majority of people, so I try not to bitch about staying home so much. Clay Marines would have no issue at all if he dated a woman who made more money than him.
Yeah, I get that.
No response to it if I ever have a future girlfriend. Gotcha. Thank you for clarifying that, Wanda. Clay Marine, my wife will make a lot more money than I do once we move. All good. No worries. It's nice to have a sugar mama. Rhett says, nope, more money, more better.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah, my wife made more money than me, for quite some time. It wasn't really until, I moved here and I was doing a bunch of other stuff that I was making more than her. She's just very talented. She just loves getting degrees as well, kind of like your wife.
Yes.
I have no degrees.
No, I have nothing.
Kind of like that Foreigner song. Sometimes I have a temperature of 103. And that's the only degrees I have. Nope, 2 incomes is definitely way better. Agree, Jeremy. 1,000%.
Yeah, I got no issue with that.
And so the next 3 weekends are going to be a lot of fun. So looking at it, just the schedule for us / me, we have King of the Hog barbecue competition where hopefully we'll be judges.
Right.
I sent that email this morning, so hopefully that'll be confirmed very soon. That's this coming Saturday. King of the Hog barbecue competition. That's over at Savannah Harley-Davidson.
Right.
And then the following weekend, we are going to be at Urban Forest Axe House on May 1st. That is going to be also a lot of fun because we are going to give someone a chance for axe throwing for life. Super cool. And then the weekend after, I'm getting out of town kind of for the first time since we started the show.
Yeah.
So 2 months deep, I'm doing a very small weekend out of town for my wedding anniversary, going to Charlotte. And just going to go hit up some breweries and eat my face off in Charlotte.
I get that.
Let's see. Juana says, I have one. I'd agree, I'm guessing. Yet here I am doing the domestic goddess thing. That's how it works
I
out.
do it, though, yeah.
Rhett says, community college dropouts. Exactly.
It's legit, man. I remember what was it? I took a job. I was working at a rock station. And then some of the people were leaving to start a smooth jazz station. So musically, obviously not, the best of things. But I knew opportunity was going to be way greater. So I went over there, and I was only supposed to get 10 to 15 hours a week. Some stuff happened. I ended up getting 30-plus hours a week. And I remember just going, I don't need to go to school anymore. And I was done. I mean, that was it. I was done.
I got offered a full-time gig to do middays on the rock channel, and then afternoons on Mix 105.7, which was I guess there's no really station like that here.
River-ish.
Yeah, River, the Sound.
Yeah.
So I was on air. I was on air. I'd scheduled music, and then I had a 1 hour lunch break at 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
That was kind of it.
Yep. But no, I got that. And I'm like, yeah, I'm done. Don't need this anymore. I got my foot in the door. And now school got me my radio gig. I mean, I wouldn't have gotten it without school.
I would have had to have tried at school to get this gig, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah.
So what we're saying is go to school, but finishing it,
Depending, it's with my two kids, my oldest is going for fashion design. And kind of like radio, it's going to be about who you know and what kind of opportunities you have put in front of you. So, I mean, say something opens up, because part of the schooling involves overseas, a semester overseas or in New York. There's Rome or New York or someplace else. And I mean, if you make a connection there and get a gig, where going back to school isn't necessarily maybe needed at the time.
Oh, okay.
Don't need to. It's fine because you got your foot in the door to a field you want to go into. My youngest wants to be an architect. You need to have the degree. Architecture. I was combining.
Oh, okay. That was cool.
I want to go into architecture. But you need a degree for that. So that is a 5-year degree at Arkansas she's going for.
Shows you how dumb I am. I actually thought architecture was some sort of technical term or side thing of architecture.
No, I was saying going in. Yeah, saying two different things.
I was saying how dumb I was, because honestly, I thought that was a side profession that she was getting into.
Architect. But she has to have the degree.
Or maybe she'll create the architect.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Or she has to have the degree where the oldest doesn't necessarily. So it just depends on what you want to do.
Is the oldest going to go overseas? Is he going to go do a semester somewhere?
Yeah. So New York. New York was an option, and we kind of figured New York would be where he went. But it sounds like the New York part of it does not include housing, where the Italy part does, because it's basically on a college campus, so it includes everything.
I go to Italy 1,000 out of 1,000 times for a semester.
Yeah, so so Italy is, and if his roommate is maybe going to, so if they can both go at the same time, because the New York thing, if you have to pay for housing in New York, you kidding me? Hell no.
Yeah, that's a little rough.
We got to look into it, but yeah, he'll do one of those two.
Awesome.
Yeah, man, it's an opportunity.
He's on year 2 school, right?
Yeah, he'll be a junior next year.
Okay. And when do they do the overseas deal?
They have to do it just before they graduate.
But they no matter what, they have to do a semester out of the school?
Yeah.
Oh.
So, but
weird for a school to be like, get the hell out of here.
Well, they still get paid for it.
Yeah.
But he'll do it his senior year, because next year he's got the apartment for a year, so he'll do it his senior year.
Gotcha. Just sit in the apartment, smoke weed the entire day.
I hope so.
It's the only parent ever who's like, yeah, I just hope my kid stays inside and smokes weed all the time.
I mean, so both of my kids are, for the most part, they don't do a whole lot. It's not like they've gone out and broken rules and gotten all crazy and everything. So it's just like I hope. They're
introverts, man.
They are, but I hope they kind of bust out of that shell a little bit. I mean,
just like Eminem. Give him a fifth of vodka and say, dare you to drive. throw the keys at him.
And I'm not knocking D&D at all. My oldest's highlight each week is playing D&D online every Friday night with their group. which is cool. That's awesome. But,
Yeah.
go out and do something.
Hey, Mondays, I play online games for about 90 minutes with my buddy up in New York. So.
Yeah, but you also go out and do stuff outside of that. If he would get out,
I got day drunk pretty epically on Friday, so that's true.
If he would go out and do stuff, and I don't even, the D&D part, that's fine. That doesn't bother me at all. I just wish he would. And I think he has. I think going to college, he has met a really good core group of friends, and they do go out a little bit more and do stuff. My youngest needs to break out of her shell a bit.
Juana says, I tell my kids at least learn a trade, that if you want to get a degree, that's fine. My three nieces were adopted, lucked up, and will have tuition paid for them as long as they attend a college in Florida.
That's awesome.
That helps us big time. Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Plus,
it does.
Plus, you get them out of the house. Go to Florida. Bye. Clean Marine 71, neither. A lot of my kids know for sure what they want to do. My son is thinking of Air Force and wants JROTC, which I told him would be a huge help. Yeah, so actually my dad, growing up, wanted me to go into the Air Force really, really badly. Well, I wouldn't say really badly. He told me, if he had a choice for me, he would choose Air Force because my dad was in the Navy.
Okay.
And he said that, and he spent some time overseas. He wasn't part of any war of anything. He just spent his time kind of just sailing the world.
Yeah.
And he said that every time you see the Air Force guys, he'd always be so mad at them because the Air Force guys always had beds. Like they always had great places to sleep. He said it was like a sleepaway camp for the Air Force guys. I don't know, maybe just hated the Air Force guys.
Right.
But he always felt like they got the nice stuff and the Navy guys got nothing. All right, guys, we're coming into the first of our last round of breaks here for the 9 o'clock hour. We're going to be talking some pandemic tax scams that are going on. Then we'll be playing your drunk line phone calls here after that. Then we'll wrap up the show with Marshall's Music News.
Yeah, we got 3 calls today from one gentleman. And we've got more from this guy, so we'll have to dig through all of them. But yeah, it's just weird ramblings of a drunk individual.
Was it Vic?
It was not Vic. It was not Vic. I think Vic calls us drunk when he's just, up in the morning.
It's true. Can't drink all day unless you wake up drinking in the morning. All right, guys, 30 seconds away from jumping back on the air, talking about some scams you need to avoid heading into these extra days of tax season. Speaking of, I haven't got confirmation on if my taxes were accepted yet.
Yeah, I don't think I have either. All right, guys, be right back. Good morning. Thank you for hanging out on air and on the stream. You can get that stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. When you're there, like, follow, and subscribe. So typically, tax season wraps up the middle of April, but because the pandemic, once again, it has been extended, this time only until May 17th. And as you're getting those taxes done or getting ready to, there are some scams out there that you should probably be on the lookout for, just in case. I mean, you don't want to lose any money or have your identification or any of that information compromised. So number one of the scams, missing stimulus payments. Now, one of the biggest scams this year involves scammers telling you the IRS needs additional information to send your missing or late stimulus check, but the IRS will never contact you through mail or email, text, or social media. I think that's probably the easiest one for scammers, no matter what it is. Hey, we need this information. And I think most people just, okay, yeah, cool, here it is.
Honestly, it's a good scam.
It's easy. It's an easy scam. You fall right into it, man, every time.
Yeah, it is an easy scam for sure. Now, coming number 2 on this list that we found on the scams that people are going to try to play on you, just fake charities. You know, during a crisis like COVID, scammers are trying to cash in on your desire to support a worthwhile cause. Support the puppies. There are no puppies. They all have homes. Well, I don't know. Maybe that could be a fake charity that you could want to dive your money into. But yeah, you got to be really particular in regards to what charities you do want to donate cash to, especially at a time like this.
Yeah.
The bunch of crazy people running around.
Number 3 on the list, unemployment benefits. If your information was leaked in one of those massive data breaches in recent years, criminals could have claimed unemployment benefits under your name, and since unemployment insurance is considered taxable income, if you're a victim of this type of fraud, you might discover your info was compromised when you get your tax forms and try to file a return. Basically, I mean, except for that last one. I mean, that last one is data breach. You really don't have control over it. The first 2, though, just do some research before you do anything.
Yeah, I mean, and generally, rule of thumb, never give anyone your information.
Never. So,
you know what? Even the IRS, just in case.
Now, if you are unsure about any of these, or if you want to verify any things with the IRS, you can call them. This is their legit number, 800-829-1040. And you can also report any tax fraud on their website, irs.gov. All right, coming up next, we're going to talk Harley-Davidson barbecue competition going down this Saturday. Also, we got the drunk line. Going to play back some of the calls.
Hell yeah.
They're great. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1 is Pop Evil. Breathe again.
Okay. All right, now.
The My Chemical Story, is that still?
Let me see. Sorry, I don't print up anything anymore. Yeah, I mean, we can go with My Chem first, and then I'll probably do, Iced Earth and then Sugar Ray.
Yeah, I mean, most sense.
Air Force boot camp is pretty easy from what I've been told. My dad almost convinced me to join Air Force instead of the Marines. Glad I didn't follow, though, because I don't want to give that asshole the satisfaction of controlling my life any more than he already did. Clean Marine 71 says I joined the Corps because they called me first after signing up for selective service.
Oh.
Then too many people in my high school said I'd never make it, so I had to prove them wrong and did. Nice. Sounds like my brother. My dad said he'd never make it as a Marine. Yeah. You know what? I mean, interacting with so many members of, the service community. I mean, obviously my brother is a former member of the National Guard and the Army. Some of the coolest people I've met, and no offense to obviously the other people, are Marines. I think, the Marines have this weird reputation, a bunch of essential alpha male jock type of personalities, but some are, don't get me wrong, but
Right.
a lot of the Marines that I met are the coolest dudes ever.
I
As
get
long
that.
as you're not a jackbag, they will respect and love you for it. And a big dummy like me, those guys love a knucklehead like me because they can make fun of me, push me around, and then I get drunk with them. So, I mean, some of the Marines that we have met, just the coolest guys on the planet. All right, guys, come back here in, 60 seconds?
Yep.
Good for us. Come back with the drunk line voicemails. What else are we hitting on? Oh, the Harley-Davidson King of the Hog barbecue competition.
Yeah, we'll kick off with that.
Scott hit me back and said, do.
Yeah, I saw that.
Hey, guys, good morning. I will get you times today.
So it sounds like we're in.
It sounds like we're in. It sounds like we're judges now.
And I really am looking forward to it. Good morning. Happy Monday. Cotter and Marshall Show. Get the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Now, I love barbecue. Unfortunately, it's one of the things that I can't do. You know, I can grill a steak, grill a burger, get all that done. But when it comes to like pulled pork, brisket, and anything like that, ribs, I need a professional cooking my meat. Handling my meat.
I don't know.
Smoking my meat.
Oh, man.
I'll pay good money for some good smoked meat.
Oh, I bet you would.
Just saying.
I don't want to say anything else because I'll probably get us in trouble.
We've got the King of the Hog barbecue competition going down this Saturday at Savannah Harley-Davidson. Is it confirmed? Are we in as judges?
Okay, so here's the latest email I got from our sales guy, and not to call him out, but his name is Scott. You should buy stuff from him, Scott Collier. Hey, guys, good morning. I will get you times today. Thank you. I don't know. That really doesn't say much to me.
There was no yes or no there.
I literally emailed him 6:26 a.m. Hey, Scott, any update on this? Just want to confirm our weekend plans. And our previous emails were talking about judging. So I can only imagine we're in. I think we're judges for the King of the Hog barbecue competition at Savannah Harley-Davidson.
Now, there are 4 different categories: Boston butt, brisket, ribs, and sauce. You could win up to $500 in cash and, of course, pride in being the King of the Hog.
What if we just combine the butt and the sauce and just call it the saucy butt?
You know what? I think that's the thing.
I love a good saucy butt. Little swamp ass.
Dude, somebody needs barbecue sauce. Just call it swamp ass.
Yeah, it probably is. That probably exists. Yeah.
All right, so if you want to enter this competition, it's open to amateurs and professionals. Just go to the website now, kingofthehog.com. It goes down this Saturday, 11 to 4, out at Savannah Harley-Davidson. Cannot wait for that. Now, every weekend we promote the drunk line. I mean, every week if you're drinking on a Monday night or you day drinking on a Tuesday, don't care.
Yeah, this is a judgment-free zone that we have here on the Cotter and Marshall Show.
If you heard Marshall's story about Friday, we ain't judging anybody. You kidding me?
Come on.
So you can always call the drunk line, 800-394-1061. And earlier this week, we got a series of calls from one guy. And it's just the drunken, incoherent rambling of somebody that I want to hang out with.
Genius? Was he? Is he bordering on genius?
Possibly. We'll figure this out after the third call. Here's the first one.
Okay. Hard. He's so nervous.
Don't run.
Don't run.
Don't run. So that was the first call. And you're thinking, all right, he called back. We're going to get an update about this police situation.
I wonder what bar he's at.
I don't know.
Yeah.
He never says, doesn't say his name. But I'm thinking, okay, what's the update? What goes down with the cops? Unfortunately, the story takes a left turn.
What?
Where are the cops? What happened, man?
So we should just sit back, relax, and blame Shamu on everything going on in this country. That's all I had to say. I feel
But it's not all he had to say.
5 times before, maybe. I don't know how many times to say it, but Shamu is responsible for everything, right?
Continues.
She hit me up on Tinder. And I swiped right, but she didn't swipe right also, I believe. So let's swipe right again. We'll see what happens. All right. Calling me again.
Wait, so hold on quick. Shamu, he's not talking about Shamu the whale. Is he talking about a girl called Shamu?
I have no idea. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
That he's affectionately calling Shamu on Tinder?
I still want to know what happened to the cops.
I'm sure they're fine, man.
Well, no, but I
Let
mean,
it go.
What happened? I mean, that was the first story, and then he shifts off to Shamu.
Yeah, the cops are a past problem for him. We're on to Shamu being the biggest problem for him in the world, maybe specifically to him, maybe because she's not loving him back. Maybe she swiped left.
According to his third call, Shamu, no longer an issue.
Hey, I think I called earlier about Shamu.
You did.
All right, I gotta be honest. It's not Shamu.
See?
It's not Shamu. Shamu is not the problem. It's Martians. Aliens. It's the gray people. The gray people have come down to planet Earth, and they have extracted all of our brain cells.
Dude, your wife's going to be so mad.
She's at work.
Make any reasonable judgment about anything because it's all the Gray's fault.
The gray people.
I promise I will not call back.
No, you liar.
It's 100% factual evidence.
Where's the evidence?
The gray people. I mean, he doesn't really need to provide
I guess
evidence
not.
when he's so adamant about the fact that the gray people are the issue. Man, the drunk line's awesome, guys.
And here's the best part about this guy. So we got these earlier last week.
Mm-hmm.
He called back this weekend.
Oh, yeah?
I haven't listened to him yet, but I'm highly anticipating what he has to say next.
It's a sequel to this.
This is going to be an ongoing series of this man just calling drunk throughout the week.
Well, we definitely need more than just a guy calling then.
I know, I get it. But if it's an ongoing story, I'm okay with that. Don't forget, you can call the drunk line whenever you are drunk, 800-394-1061. All right, coming up next, getting ready to wrap up the show. Got 3 stories with Marshall's music news. Stick around. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061.
Tax day next year is April 15th, in case you're wondering.
There we go.
I looked that up real quick. Okay. Boom. All right, so wrapping up the show. Thanks for everyone hanging around. The drunk line, one of my favorite segments of the week. Feel free to chime in with whatever, your drunk mails, your drunk voicemails that you want to drop in. Just by calling the number. I think it's like 6 rings, then there's a little voicemail thing from Cotter, and then you just leave one after that.
Yep.
Okay, so we're going to start off with My Chem News, My Chemical Romance. They're pushing stuff back again. Then we're going to talk about John Schaefer. He's the guitar player for Iced Earth, which is like this heavy metal band. He was part of the Capitol riots. He's been in the news a lot. That'll be our middle story. And then Mark McGrath of Sugar Ray. He made an appearance on a pretty popular show. We'll talk about that for our final story of the day and then ship you off into the rest of your Monday. But like we said, we have a fun little week ahead of us. Mac will be here on Tuesday for another rendition of Chicks on Dudes. If you want to see any of the Chicks on Dudes that we've done with Mac in the past, you can actually go to our YouTube page and check out the playlist there. Had a great time with Stephanie Auld of Scofflaw this past Friday. She came in for beer for breakfast. Because I got so day drunk on Friday, I totally forgot to ship over the video to my Google Drive. So I'll be putting up our beer for breakfast with her coming up later on today.
How long she ended up hanging out?
I hung out with the whole time I was there.
Okay.
3 o'clock, 3:30, something like that.
I'm excited because they didn't have any IPAs on the menu when they first got everything up and running, but they said those are coming next. So
where?
At Debilation.
Oh, cool.
So I'm excited to check out some of their IPAs.
You're on a big IPA kick.
I am, man.
You've moved on from Pilsners. You're now an IPA guy again.
Back to the IPAs.
It's almost like you just did a full life cycle of beer, right?
I think so.
Yeah, so you started IPAs were your first craft beer?
Yes, they were.
At the age of 45, you just did a full craft beer circle of life.
Yeah, I remember where I don't remember the name of the bars, but I was in Fredericksburg, Virginia, where I had my first IPA. We went on a vacation with some friends. Big D was working in Fredericksburg at that time. So he came out, we hung out with him. It was the first place I had an IPA, and I remember drinking it going, this is game changer.
This is a tasty beverage.
It was really good. But then definitely went through the IPAs, sours, pilsners, stouts. I've never really, I can't say I've ever been, I'm just drinking stouts. Like I say, I'll drink IPAs or I'll drink pilsners. Stouts are just always there.
So some beers get me more than others, not like on an emotional level, but as in some beers wreck me when it comes to my stomach. Dude, I had Funky Buddha's a maple bacon coffee porter yesterday while I was doing yard work. I was like, it's been sitting in my fridge. I know it's not going to last forever, so I better drink this. Dude, it wrecked my stomach last night.
Really?
Yep.
That sucks.
Wasn't great. Oh, Stephanie also gave me, speaking of the beers I'm going to give you, Stephanie gave me a couple one-offs.
Oh, nice.
From Scofflaw. So I want to give you those. As well.
Cool. Awesome. I'm excited because May is coming up, and May is Mexican Cake Month.
Oh, that's right. Westbrook's Mexican Cake.
It is my all-time favorite beer. Cannot wait.
Yeah.
Part of me wants to go to the brewery for when they release it, or not the day of, but along that time frame. I just imagine it being a S show, just with busyness, but maybe not.
Oh yeah, when it debuts and everything. Yeah.
I'd really like to go, but that'd be a nightmare.
Yeah, I'm actually really excited to go to Charlotte. So I'm going to Charlotte in 2 weeks. The one thing that kind of sucks is Burial announced that they're opening up a Charlotte location.
Okay.
It's like an outdoor roof area. It's like 10
nice.
times as big as their Asheville location.
That one place is kind of tiny.
Yeah, it's very tiny. But sadly, it will not be open by the time
bummer.
I get there. But there's 2 breweries in Charlotte that I'm really looking forward to. One's called Wooden Robot.
I like that.
And they got a bunch of great merch. And then Heist.
Okay.
Heist is, we actually, I don't know if you were there. Did you go to the Aardwolf Beer Festival?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I want to get back down to Jacksonville. Speaking of, last time I just randomly went down to Jacksonville on a Saturday and drank beers. It was fantastic. I'd like to get back down to Jacksonville and do that again, just because they got a decent amount of good breweries, man.
And they keep adding. I mean, I think they're 20 plus breweries deep at this point. So yeah, they've got a bunch that are kind of in that downtown area that are really cool. Marshall, what brewery should I go to in Jacksonville? You're going this weekend. Perfect.
Aardwolf.
Aardwolf is number 1.
Yeah, hands down.
I did a whole tour. So Aardwolf is number 1. That's down in San Marco. So that's probably the first one you want to hit.
Yep.
Intuition, which is over by the ballpark, like over by the stadium. That's probably the last one you want to go to because it's kind of on the way back out of town.
Is Green Room open at all anymore? Did I hear they were closing?
Oh, on Jack's Beach?
Yeah.
No. They're open. They had an issue with their manager.
Oh, okay.
All right, so here's what I would do. I would go Aardwolf.
Southern Swells, where I went. Southern Swells. Let me make sure that's the place. That was good.
Actually, you can go out to Rev. Okay, go to Aardwolf, go to Rev, go to Green Room, and go to like Intuition. And I know that seems like a lot, but those are the 4 that I'm going to tell you to go to. There's a ton more to go to.
Southern Swells. They're the one with the Karate in the Garage IPA, which is ridiculously good. Oh, they had that apple pie beer I brought to beer meeting last
yeah. There's also a brewery called String Sports Brewery, which is, I think Phil may be going to the zoo. I think he was telling me about this.
Yeah.
String Sports Brewery is really, really good.
Nice.
Well worth your time. Nathan, Burial has great beer, but I love their can art. Dude, Nathan, dude, seriously, Burial, even their merch is awesome. My wife still wears like Burial stuff from like 5 years ago that we went to it. But yeah, if you're going to Jacksonville, Phil, try definitely Aardwolf.
Yes.
Aardwolf has to be. They're doing the heavier stouts. Intuition, just because it's an amazing looking brewery.
Yeah.
Rev, they do like all the pastry sours and stuff. They do some amazing stuff. Man, Lemon Street is kind of cool. I really like them. But Green Room does like a thin mint stout that's really good. And they also do like the Quetzalcoatl, which I think comes out about this time every year.
Yeah, their Count Choculas. They're like, so
Mm-hmm.
good. It's a really good chocolate stout.
How dare someone call and interrupt me streaming this? They're dead to us too. We hate them.
Got about 90 seconds.
Yeah, but I mean, those are some of our favorite breweries down in Jacksonville. Like, I mean, you can spend an entire day. What you do is you go to the zoo, spend 2 or 3 hours there for the wife or whatever. But yeah, and then you're like, oh, we should just go and have lunch. And then you just take her to all the breweries. Like, oh, well, I mean, if we're here, we should go to this one. Yeah, but try those breweries. I think you'll have a lot of fun. String Sports Brewery, my buddy Dave, who works down for the Jumbo Shrimp, he works right around the corner from there. So he'll go to String Sports Brewery every once in a while. And apparently he got drunk and then you could buy people future beers there. So he bought me a future beer. So I have a future beer currently
That's
sitting
pretty cool
at String Sports Brewery that I have not checked in on yet.
That's neat. I like that.
Yeah. Future beers are like the coolest things in the world.
you got really drunk, you're going to go in and be like, I've got 30 beers? What the hell?
He's just done it over time.
See, that's the way to go. Can you buy yourself future beers? So every time you go,
I don't know. I didn't ask.
you buy yourself a future beer.
He just like randomly texts me. He's like, hey, if you ever go to String Sports Brewery in Jacksonville, I bought you a future beer there. I'm like, that is so weird, but thank you.
All right, guys, be right back. Good morning, Cotter and Marshall Show, streaming on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. You can also listen to the show. Download the Rock 1061 app for free. Get us on your in-home smart speaker. And, of course, there's always the website, rock1061.com. But let's get into it. Story number one with Marshall's music news.
So back, I think like a year and a half ago, I Homer Simpson my wife, where Homer Simpson buys a bowling ball with his name and he gives it to Marge. Well, for my wife's birthday, I bought us My Chemical Romance tickets. And here's the thing. She doesn't exactly love the band, but I do. So I bought some tickets. And now the thing was, obviously, there was no music in 2020.
Yeah.
No live music. Well, now 2021 has reared its ugly head. And My Chem thinks it's just a good idea to move those tour dates once again. So they're going to be postponed for 2 years, the return of My Chemical Romance to the stage. They said, we are deeply sad, but those emotions are only a fraction of the depth of feeling we have for all those experienced watching the suffering and loss of the past year. We just want to be as sure as we can that everyone is safe. Refunds will be offered to anyone who wants them. If not, we will see you in 2022. So I'm definitely holding on to my tickets.
Yeah.
No one's selling their tickets because the return of this band is a big deal. They've been gone with these extra 2 years, almost like a decade.
Yeah.
Right? So these tickets, I could have resold for 3 times the price when I bought them. So if I do decide to sell them, which I probably won't,
Your wife's not a fan. Just sell hers.
just stay in the hotel room. I'll be going to the show. Good night, ma'am. But so that's kind of a sad thing. I could sell them probably for a lot of money, but no one's getting rid of these tickets. They're going to be one of the hottest tickets in 2022. But sadly, My Chem has postponed their tour once again for another year.
Any chance they show up on like a Rockville type thing, or do you think they're just going to hold off and just do their tour?
I don't think they'll show up this year. I think if they've blown off all their touring from, which was I think September through I think early December, they're not going to do any major festival shows until at least early 2022, and then they'll do their full run of shows they plan on doing later on next year.
All right, more Marshall's music news coming up. Here is My Chemical Romance. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061.
All right, we'll do John Schaefer from Iced Earth next, which I've been holding off on this story until like something actually happened with it.
Yeah, I get it.
So he actually finally pled guilty to stuff, so we'll talk about that, and then we'll do that Sugar Ray story. Yeah, Phil, your Jacksonville trip will be fun, dude. You'll love Jacksonville. It's such an easy drive. Yeah, from my house to the zoo, I could get there in an hour and 45 minutes. Yeah. If I'm really pushing, I can get there in an hour and a half. What do we have on the show tomorrow?
Due to the week death match.
Do the week death match. Are we doing Cotter versus Marshall tomorrow?
Oh, yeah, we'll have Cotter versus Marshall.
Is that a Tuesday segment?
Yep.
I always think it's on Thursdays, but I know my brain's stupid.
Yeah, no, it'll be tomorrow. And then, trivia and stuff like that. I think that's about it for now. If we can track down the White Claw Surge.
Oh, yeah.
So they have 8% White Claws now, but they're only like 2 flavors. So I was looking for those yesterday, couldn't find them. I stopped by a place on the way home. They didn't have them. So I'm going to look. I'll look at Habersham, see if they've got them there.
Yeah. You know what? Let me look at Habersham because I have to stop by Kohl's. I have to.
Okay.
They do that Amazon return thing there.
Yeah.
I got to return my dog's brace that I bought for the wrong leg.
Okay. Yeah. See if they're there. They only sell them in single cans.
Right. Yeah.
So you just have to buy one of each. But yeah, I'm curious. We were going to do a taste testing or a review of White Claws.
Yeah.
The new 8%.
Yeah. I mean, we're a couple basic bitches anyway, so we might as well.
Good with it?
Yeah. Phil goes, got it, guys. Thanks. Looking forward to the trip. Should be fun. We're heading there next month to Jacksonville to hit the water park for one of the kiddos' birthdays.
Nice.
Love J-Phil.
That's awesome.
There is a place, Wanda. It's more on the south side of Jacksonville. It's called Wicked. I think it's just called. Is it called Wicked Weed? No, it's not called Wicked. Wicked Barley. So it's called Wicked Barley Brewing Company. So it's very kid friendly. They have like park benches and stuff outside or whatever. That place is really cool. If you get a chance, take the family. If you or the hubby want to sip on a craft beer, that's really, really good. Wicked Barley on the south side of Jacksonville. They are well worth your time.
All right, got about 30 seconds. Thank you to everybody for hanging out with the show today on air and on the stream. About ready to wrap it up. But before we do, let's go back to Marshall's story number 2, Marshall's music news.
Hey, remember the Capitol riots? That was
times.
A deal.
Not good times.
So Iced Earth guitarist John Schaefer, who was there, has entered a guilty plea on 2 of the charges against him related to the Capitol building riots. Now, according to the Washington Post, the musician is the first to agree to a plea deal in the domestic terrorism investigation that saw over 400 people charged for their roles on the attack on the building. Now, the 2 charges he pled guilty to were obstruction of an official proceeding of Congress and trespassing on restricted grounds of the Capitol building. But let's face it, those are 2 of the lighter charges because he was initially charged with 6 crimes, including engaging in an act of physical violence and targeting police with bear spray. Yes, he sprayed bear spray at police who were trying to protect the building, among many other charges. Now, the obstruction of an official proceeding of Congress is punishable from up to 20 years in prison.
Whoa.
The other, trespassing on restricted grounds of the Capitol while armed with a deadly or dangerous weapon, the bear mace he was carrying around, carries up to 10-year prison term. So he's facing up to 30 years. And once again, John Schaefer is a guitarist for a very metal band called Iced Earth, which actually is quite popular and has done very well over the years. But the dude went a little crazy that day and now is facing up to 30 years in jail. The band is essentially, for the most part, disbanded with all of this news coming out.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, going to wrap it up. One more story to go. Marshall's music news. It's up next. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
All the road construction in Jacksonville. Yeah, man, it's kind of a pain in the ass. But honestly, Jacksonville traffic is not bad. There's like a rough stretch there when you're like cutting through the downtown area, like through all the hospitals and stuff. But outside of that, it's pretty easy.
Yeah, Nathan agreed. White Claw is so chuggable. Yeah, the double APV is going to be interesting.
That's all I see is trouble. I can't wait to try it. Yeah, it's going to be on like the level of Four Loko, I think. But
Four Loko was like, wasn't even their Seltzer like 13%? Was it stupid?
Four Loko at the beginning was that high.
Okay.
But they had to lower it because everyone kept like getting blasted off.
Yeah. Four Loko is just a mistake at all times.
I'll mention that to hubby. He's staying home with the baby. On that trip he is? You're just taking like 3 kids to the water park by yourself? That sounds like a hell.
Yeah, road work, man. Illinois always seemed to be, it's like you could cross the state line without seeing the sign and instantly know you're in Illinois just by the quality of the road.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, they suck bad.
As bad as South Carolina? I feel like South Carolina has the worst roads in America.
South Carolina's garbage, yeah.
They have the worst. South Carolina doesn't understand the words infrastructure. Like, I just think they think it's 2 different words that mean something completely different. But South Carolina has the worst roads I've ever driven on in America. Let's see. 4 kids by yourself to the water park. That sounds like you're getting punished. That absolutely, I mean, do you have someone coming with you?
Get it done.
I feel
Wanda.
like,
get it done.
1 eye per kid. That's the max. That should be the max for anyone. But good for you. Good for doing that for the kids. All right, guys, one story left in the show, and then we're going to wrap it for today. Tomorrow, obviously, do the week death match. We'll also do Cotter versus Marshall, play trivia about last night. All the goodies just for you. Stoked to stop by and see you guys tomorrow. Oh, shit, Jeremy. Are you coming in tomorrow? Is he coming in tomorrow? I had no idea. Talking to you, Cotter.
Yeah, I know.
I'm guessing he is. Jeremy's the hot sauce guy.
Yep, I know.
The MF and hot sauce guy.
Yep.
One bad roads. Try driving Southern Virginia roads. They are awful. Ugh. That's the plan. Nice. All right. Well, Jeremy, we'll see you tomorrow, man. I'm excited about that. Hopefully going to do some cool stuff together.
I like it.
Oh, it was just released. Marvel Studios' Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings trailer.
Oh, cool.
Actually, it's called Official Teaser.
No,
so
you're not going to get much then.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one I'm curious about. I mean, I don't know anything about that story, so I can't say it's like, oh shoot, I'm geeking out about that one. But I'm interested. I mean, it's Marvel. They have my respect until they screw something up.
Let's see.
Because don't the Ten Rings tie into the guy that was the villain in the third Iron Man movie?
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna say yes.
What was his name?
I don't remember.
Ben Kingsley played him.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. I don't remember.
Okay.
Where is this damn teaser? Oh, well, guys, you'll have to look it up yourself. So I'm running out of time. But Shang-Chi, if you're a big Marvel fan, go check out the trailer. It just dropped here in just a little bit. Lived in Summerville, South Carolina for 5 years. Roads suck ass there. Thank you. Thank you for confirming that. Yeah, dude, South Carolina, man, I mean, I've lived a lot of places. I've driven a lot of places. South Carolina seems to have the worst roads in America. No offense, South Carolina. I love it. But, yeah, it's just real bad.
Mandarin. Thank you, Nathan.
Mandarin.
That's it.
Yeah, I would never remember that.
The real Mandarin is in this one? Oh, shit. Okay. I had heard that they were going to possibly bring all that stuff back around or together, but it wasn't for sure. That's cool.
All right.
So since I have to write new trivia, since Rudy took you on today, and tomorrow is 420, it is 420 themed trivia.
Okay.
What I'm going to write for tomorrow, or anytime that you'll have to use it throughout this week.
I was going to say, well, joke's on you. You'll probably have to play tomorrow.
Yeah, anytime throughout this week. So, yeah, it's going to be 420 trivia. A little sore. All right, so we have about 4 minutes, and then we're good to go.
All right, guys, last story. Thanks once again for hanging around this morning. Man, I did a bunch of squats over the weekend, and I just bent over, and damn it, I felt every single one of them.
It was a little slower than normal.
Yeah, that's for sure. I set up this like resistance band workout thing in my garage. And it's freaking awesome, man. It takes up like no room. It was super cheap, and I get a nice little workout in. But like I would do 3 sets, and I would do like 3 different exercises on each level of resistance band, and then at the end of each set, I would do 30 squats and 10 push-ups.
Okay.
Because I'm doing a majority of the arm, so I'm not trying to like burn out myself with push-ups. So I'm doing a small amount. But like, you wind up doing 90 squats, and I did that 2 days in a row. So I did like, 180 squats. Once again, not a math guy. But man, I mean like, whew.
What?
My gluteus maximus, which is a technical term.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Definitely was screaming right there. We should just get high on the show tomorrow.
That would be bad. That we cannot do. We can't. No, we can't. Because it is illegal federally, and we are governed by the FCC, which is a federal commission.
I never cared for them.
That's true, maybe, but no, that we can't do. As awesome as it would be.
Jeremy says, what type of trivia do you do at the draft room, Marshall, on Tuesday? It's like a general knowledge kind of thing. It's like 5 rounds. There's general knowledge, and there's like specialty rounds and stuff. But yeah, come out. Start 7 o'clock on Tuesday. Wanda says, just use a vaporizer, and then you're not, and then then you're not getting high. You're vaping high. Let's see. Get high and then do a band workout. Well, that sounds fun. Bands are cool, bro. I'm a band guy. What's up?
It's good. I got about 2 minutes, a little over. Final story. Wrap things up. You ready for tomorrow?
Mm-hmm. You got anything big going on this week?
I don't think so. Excuse me. Sorry.
This is the part where Cotter gets real sleepy.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. It's been up since 3. No, I don't think this week I got a whole lot going on. I mean, the weekend should be busy with the Harley thing and getting the shot and stuff like that. But no, this week, not a whole lot. I got trivia tomorrow. I got to finish writing trivia for the week. So, but no big plans. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, with all the talk about jumping out of town, I'm actually really excited about getting over to Charlotte just because I spent no time there before. So
yeah, no, that'd be fun.
Want to go there and mess around a little bit. Good Lord. All right, gonna leave that stuff up and just need this one. Cool, and cool. Oh, but I did beat Demon Souls over the weekend. Speaking of video games, which we were talking about like 2 hours ago. So I beat Demon Souls this weekend, and it's one of the like toughest games in the history of video game ever. So it's one of those games where you're so emotionally defeated from it that you have to play an easier game. So I'm currently playing Sackboy. I started playing Sackboy, and it's just like Mario, like 2D Mario type stuff.
Oh, nice.
Oh, it's so nice. It's so nice to not have to die every 5 seconds.
My kid's got this game called Cuphead. Cuphead, I think is what it's called.
That's one of the hardest games ever.
He can't get past the first round, and he's had it since Christmas. And he goes, "You have to play this." I'm like, "I'll try it," but yeah, he says it's really hard.
Yeah.
All right, be right back. All right, about ready to wrap it up here on this Monday. Before we do, though, one more time, got one more story. Marshall's Music News.
Sugar Ray's Mark McGrath made an appearance on the hit television series, The Masked Singer. If you're watching that series, I kind of want to smack you across your face. But he was actually the orca whale this season. He performed 2 gigantic hair metal hits. Twisted Sisters, We're Not Going to Take It, and Poison's Every Rose Has Its Thorn. Of course, the We're Not Going to Take It rendition of Twisted Sister that he did was apparently outstanding. I did see a small clip, and it sounded pretty good. Now, he did a cover of Poison's Every Rose Has Its Thorn, and of course, that performance came nearly 1 year after Poison frontman Bret Michaels competed on the Fox reality show in a banana costume. Now, Mark McGrath went on Twitter and said, "My brother, you did us proud, and we're awesome, and you were awesome on The Masked Singer." Sorry, that's what Bret Michaels said of Mark McGrath. So there you go. If you want to know how good Sugar Ray's doing nowadays, that one dude's on the singing costume show.
Yeah, he's the only guy. We talked about this the other day. Some bands are just the front man. And, Sugar Ray, I'm sure all of them contributed equally of some sort to the band, but he's the only one you know.
He's the one who's had like a really oddly successful career post that band too, because the band still does random 90 shows when you think of like those random 90 shows that happen during the summer. Sugar Ray is most of the time like on one of those. Sense. But he had like the Entertainment Weekly stuff that he was a part of. Like he's had an oddly successful career post and during Sugar Ray. So there you go. That is the latest from the Sugar Ray camp.
All right, coming up on the show tomorrow, Dude of the Week Death Match. You can check out the Facebook page. There's a little bit later on tonight to vote for that. We've got Cotter versus Marshall. We'll get into a stupid argument.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the whole show, but this is just focused on the topic.
A condensed one.
And, of course, Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout? Brought to you by Rotten Little Bastard Distillery. Chance to call in and play tomorrow around 8:30. Enjoy the rest of your Monday. It's the Cotter and Marshall Show. Rock 1061.
Okay, you good-looking SOBs. Cotter and I are out. Hope you guys have a great rest of your Monday. We'll see you tomorrow. We'll do all the things that he just talked about.
All of them.
Yes. Guaranteed, actually. Or we'd have to come up with new stuff. All right, guys, you have a great rest of your day. We'll see you tomorrow, 6 a.m.
See you guys.
Peace.